Hello and welcome to Build Up to a Good Game. We're now in 5 minutes away from kickoff at the Emirates as it's Arsenal against West Ham United. We're going to read out the teams in just a second as there is at least one change from Nuno for West Ham starting 11. Gonzo, how is oneself?
Very good. Yeah, thank you. Very excited. I didn't even know that. Didn't know anything about the team. How are you?
Yeah, do you know something? I'm looking forward to it, actually. I'm looking forward to the game. I've been looking forward to it since Tuesday morning, I guess. Woke up after the game against Everton. Do you know what? We were all right last night, and if Nuno can also have more time on the training ground, I fancy us to. I don't want to use the phrase "give Arsenal a game," but I fancy us to make it difficult for Arsenal at the very least. So if we lose, they've had to work for their win, and that's the minimum I'm expecting from West Ham today. And I can take getting beat by a better team as long as you give 100%, and it looks like you're just a little bit outclassed. I can accept that on the chin, and if that's what happens, so be it. But do you know when you just get a feeling
What sort of feeling?
that you're going to do it?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I hate
Really?
it to some extent.
Right.
I hate it, but we've won there the last 2 years.
This is true. Yeah, we have won there the last 2 years. Yeah, I'm still shell shocked actually from the start to the season. I found myself getting really annoyed earlier today with the fact that we just seem to have thrown those early fixtures away. And I know I've banged on about it so much, and I should have. I've said it so much, I should be cleansed. It shouldn't be an issue anymore. But I found myself this morning getting annoyed with how late the club did the transfer business and now just looking at how competent other teams look. And you say, I know Leeds have just gone behind, but they looked competent. They created, I think they hit the post actually just before half time, or at the start of the game, certainly. And you worry and you think, well, hold on a second. I think we just surrendered these points early on. So I think because of that, I'm still shell shocked. So I've not got the same feelings as you towards this game at the moment. But maybe when I see the team, maybe when people in the live chat will cheer me up, and maybe you can persuade me otherwise.
I'm not going to try persuade you. You think what you want.
Thank you.
I am, however, going to use Drod here, who said, I reckon we'll win 1-0. And sorry, Drod, but I'm pulling you under the bus with me a little bit so that if it's like, you stupid boy, I'll say, hey, it wasn't just me, it's Drod as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, the starting 11 for West Ham United is as follows. It's on your screen. The bench is on your screen as well. In goal remains Alphonse Areola, and one change, perhaps unsurprisingly, and as desired by Gonzo, comes at right back as Adam Wan-Bissaka replaces Kyle Walker-Peters, which means Mavropanos continues to partner Kilman at centre back, and we have Diouf at left back. In midfield, Magassa retains his spot alongside Fernandes and Paqueta, with Jared Bowen on the right, Somerville on the left, and perhaps, maybe slightly surprising, Füllkrug remains striker for the Hammers this afternoon. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm pleased. The team I would have selected. So, well, actually, it's not. I would have gone slightly different with a forward, but I understand why he's done it. Because I feel he did win some flick on headers, Füllkrug. So I understand why he's gone with that. I feel that when we do go and get another striker, it'll be very much in the target man mould as well. So that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, really, really pleased with Aaron Wan-Bissaka coming in. No problem with Walker Peters. In fact, really pleased we signed him, but he's the one player I think, just walks. Well, there's not too many claim a place in the team automatically. And I spoke about this at the start of the season when we were looking to buy players. I said, let's buy players that are one of the first names on the team sheet. And very much when I was talking about that, I was talking about Jared Bowen. I was talking about Wan-Bissaka and talking about players that are that top level. And I do believe Wan-Bissaka he won Hammer of the Year last year. So, I suspected that Nuno would really like him and get him in there as soon as he possibly could. Well, it seems that as soon as he possibly could is today. I'm hoping to have a good game. I think he improves the team.
Avid is also weirdly feeling fruity this morning. We'll see how long that lasts after kickoff. Andy Walsh also reckons we're going to win as well. So there's
getting busy under that bus.
Yeah, there's a few of us. It's getting a bit bumpy going over us. It's a bit rocky sat on there at the minute. Good. I like it. I like seeing people positive and optimistic. You don't have to, even yourself, you don't have the feeling clearly. But it's nice to see other people have it. It's nice to see people think, you know what, we're going to do it. It sort of might pull you. You might crawl under the bus by the end of this.
Maybe.
You're thinking, you know what? I'm coming in there as well.
Maybe I'll just get on the bus and not go underneath it, perhaps.
Does that mean you want to murder us?
No, I'm not driving the bus. I'm just a passenger.
So, yeah, but it's conspiracy to murder then.
No, I bought a ticket. I'm sat on the back seat feeling the vibrations. I've nothing to do with it. Thank you.
I mean, James Gunn says 4-1 loss, so...
Yeah. He's walking.
He's driving the bus.
A taxi. Oh, yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
He's driving the bus. I'm happy with the team. I'm happy with the team. Would I have done the Wan-Bissaka Walker-Peters? No, but I'm not arsed by it. I'm not sitting here going, oh, what's he done? I completely get why he's done it. It makes sense. And I think Fulkrug up front makes sense as well. And I appreciate the words that's way to come out of my mouth. It's incredibly boring, and it's not how we naturally think as football fans. But Nuno, whilst a football fan, is a football manager, and he will think differently to us. I wouldn't be surprised if he's got him in there with one eye on that defending set pieces, and he's thinking, I need him in that box because my alternatives aren't as good in the air. And if we can guarantee Arsenal don't score a set piece, it increases our chances today. So what's the best way of doing that? Probably having Fulkrug back for defending corners, because we would imagine there's going to be quite a few to defend. And I appreciate that's boring, and I appreciate that's not how football fans think. But Nuno should always have a different perspective than what we have. The midfield and plays with, this is a confidence boost for Magassa. They are lad. You've done good enough at Everton. You had an iffy start, but you more than redeemed yourself. You went on to impress. You keep your spot. So I'm hoping that shaky, nervous start has decreased a little bit today because he's now got, because he's staying in the team, a decent performance, and one that Nuno was clearly happy enough with in order to keep him in, because he's the one that's got the most competition for his place in the team. He's got Irving, he's got Rodriguez, he's got Potts, and he's got, to some extent, James Ward-Prowse. So he's got plenty of players wanting his shirt. So to keep it, I think that's a statement by Nuno, actually. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. As for the bench, which is what Paul's asking, it's on your screen, Paul. If you have a look at your screen right now, at the very bottom, that scrolling bar contains the bench. But I will tell you what the bench is. Naturally, there's one change to it due to Aaron Wan-Bissaka coming into the team. Hermansen's on the bench alongside Kyle Walker-Peters, Igor and Scarles. We've got Potts and Rodriguez. So Andy Irving is the player that misses out due to Wan-Bissaka returning to the squad. And that means we've got Guilherme, Marshall and Wilson. And I have to say, whilst I maybe prefer Irving over Rodriguez, I'm really pleased to see that he's kept Marshall and Guilherme on there. I think it might have been easy to take one of those two off, put Wan-Bissaka in the team and not Walker-Peters into the squad, if you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? It's more balanced. I like what Nuno's done on that bench today.
It is balanced, and I mean, you know, the big thing. Well, it's not the big thing anymore with Ward-Prowse. The big thing really is to Debo, because you know that just goes to show that was being dropped. It's sort of, you know, last game. It's pictured in training sessions before the Everton game, pictured in training sessions after. He's just decided not to go with it, and I'm cool. Look, he's got to do what he wants to do and what he feels that he needs to do. It's not for him to think, oh my goodness, what a loss the club will make if I don't put this £35 million defender on the bench. He can't think like that. He's got to select what he perceives to be his best bench, and if that's it, then good on him. I think he's got balance. You've got the fullbacks there. Actually, Walker-Peters is a fantastic bench player, by the way, and I don't mean that in a derogatory term at all. He's so flexible in many respects. I'd probably be, you know, if you want to bring on a winger, either fullback, bring him on. You know, he can play almost any, you know, both positions on both sides of the pitch. So he covers multiple positions there. But it's nice to see, just because he's done that, he's still kept Scarles on there, which is good. I like it. I like it. And, you know, I think Rodriguez being on, again, I don't have a problem with that. It's not like it's packed full of old codgers on the bench, and you know there's plenty of youngsters on there as well. So brilliant. You know, bring it on. I'm pleased to see that too.
Yeah, I think it's really strong leadership from Nuno to ditch Ward-Prowse and Todibo under a lot of attention from not just West Ham fans, but the broader media as well. Even after the game at Everton, they were quite keen to say, where was Ward-Prowse and Todibo today? Where were they? Because like you said, it's £75 million worth of players that he's just ditched. And now, like you said, another week in training. We've all seen the pictures of Taribo in training, so we now know it's purely down to sort of just doesn't fancy him as a footballer. That's all. It's not an injury. It's nothing like that. But also the bench as well by dropping Irving and leaving Marshall and Guilherme on there. I think that's another sign of strong leadership, because Athletic run an article, sort of saying Kyle McCauley sent David Sullivan the team sheet before the Man U game, and Sullivan was apparently fuming. And I think there was something in there about how if a player was on a certain amount of wages, it was expected he was in the squad kind of thing. I think Nuno's saying, no, I'm not doing. I am picking players on merit, not because of what they're getting paid, and that's that kind of thing. So I'm happy with it. Happy with the bench as well. Would you like to know the Arsenal team?
Yes, I know the Arsenal team, but tell everybody else.
There's a few changes. Raya is in goal. The back four is, as you would expect, with Timber, Saliba, Gabriel and Calafiori. Declan Rice in a perhaps more unusual position today as he drops into the number 6 with Zubamendi dropping to the bench. Eze and Odegaard in midfield with Saka on the right, Trossard on the left and Gyökeres up front. The bench for Arsenal, it's in a weird way makes you. I think the 11 is what you expect, but I mean, when you read the bench, you think, bloody hell, that's just a ridiculous squad here. Kepa's on the bench with Ben White, Miles Lewis Skelly. Mosquera's on the bench with Norgard and Zubamendi. Then they've got Marino, Ranieri, and Martinelli. Not a bad bench, is it?
No, they're very, very good. They're very good. As we say, there's immense amount of expectation on them because they are that good. This is their year to win the league, really, isn't it? So you would expect them to have a good bench. They've filled out perhaps the places in the squad where people felt they were weak. Real good strength in depth as well. Sorted out their striker situation. I mean, he's a good striker as well, isn't he? He's not just a big old bully boy. He's got decent pace for such a big fella as well. So, what can you say? There's so much creativity in that midfield to have Odegaard and Eze there as well. Rice, we know all about him, don't we? So, and as you say, if they wants to switch it up and push Rice a bit further forward, got Zubamendi on the bench there and everybody else on the bench. Mate, they're a really good team. Really, really good team. If we come out with anything from this game, I think we've done really, really well.
Just want to say thank you to Pitsy for £2 super chat saying 2-1 West Ham. Mav Panos score a header and Quiz for his £5 super chat with the crossed hammers as well. Thank you to those two. Thanks to those who popped some money in the super chat last week against Everton. There's no adverts on this stream. Hopefully you got an advert when you click on it, but once you're in the stream, that's it. It's completely uninterrupted. There's no adverts at all. So we increase the experience for our subscribers with thanks to those who kindly donate through super chats instead. So thank you very much. Right, Gonzo, we've got a couple of things to do before we turn to the live chat. We've got to put a little bit on and we've got to promote the raffle. Which one would you like to do first?
Well, let's start with a raffle. That would be
you take it away, and when you're discussing the prizes, I will hold them up.
Well, we've got 3 prizes, and this raffle, just for absolute clarity, this raffle is just going to the Hammers Chat Biscuit Fund, basically. So it's £5 a ticket, and if you buy 2 tickets, you get a third one for free. But you're thinking, what am I going to win? Well, we'll tell you what we're going to win because we've got 3 prizes. You've got 3 chances of winning in this raffle. The first one is a signed Jared Bowen shirt, being beautiful, well, not modelled, but held aloft, should we say. We've got a signed Jared Bowen captain's armband. And last but not least, well, it is least, but it's still a bloody good prize. It is a Conference League Prague final programme signed. You probably guessed it by now. Signed by Jared Bowen as well. The raffle ends tomorrow night, so don't want to leave it. Don't want to leave it too long. So yeah, just go. The link's in the description below. By the way, if you want to enter the raffle, and we'll continue doing raffles, and we'll be giving away lots of prizes. We've given away plenty of prizes so far. We're going to continue to do so.
Thank you very much to everybody who's grabbed a ticket and showed their support for the channel. Now, good news. Before we do the bet giveaway. Last week, Monday night, our bet won. We won. So someone will be scooping 100 quid. We'll be contacting someone this week to say, oi, send us your details. We've got 100 quid for you. So someone's already bagged £100. We just haven't picked the winner.
What was it? It was not to lose, Jared Bowen to score, And
Kyle Walker Peters.
two fouls for Kyle Walker Peters,
Yeah,
isn't
and
it?
he banged Grealish like 3 times in the first half. So I was
I
like,
beg your pardon.
well, he's a good-looking man.
So I wonder he's not in the team. Yeah.
Right then, our bet for today might be a little bit trickier to do this one. What you fancying?
Under 3 goals. Could you do that one?
Yeah, we can do under 3 goals.
I reckon we get. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. This is tough. It depends how fruity we want to get with it, because I noticed that somebody clicked up. Sorry, whoever said the Mavropanos header there. I said in the preview that I wouldn't be surprised if Mavropanos scored a goal in this. How brave do you want to be?
Maybe not that brave.
Not that brave. Right, fair enough.
But I am willing to do Mavropanos to have a shot. It doesn't even have to hit the target. I'm just looking here.
Yeah.
In the last 4 games, he's had 1-0, 1-2. So actually, in 3 of the last 4, he's had a shot. So I'm happy to pop that in. Born shot on target.
Indeed. Yes.
Who do you fancy for some fouls? Who do you think is going to start kicking lumps out of players today? There's only one man it can be, really. Well, I think you got 2. You got Magassa or Paqueta, I think.
Well, obviously, you also got Juff, to be fair.
What are you going for?
Magassa
to do 2 fouls, shall we say. And the good thing is we've got super sub, so if he goes off and Potts comes on, it moves on to him. Well, that'll do.
Okay.
And that'll give us 170 quid if it wins. Let me tell you what it is. Under 3 goals in the match, Mavropanos to have a shot, Bourne to have a shot on target, Magassa to commit 2 or more fouls. 4 things in the game. If that happens, one of you lot will win £170. How do you enter? Well, most of you already know, but for those who do not, all you have to do is in the live chat, insert the following phrase.
This is going to be easy.
This is going to be Izzy. Right, get that into...
Easy.
Oh, okay. This is going to be Izzy. There you go. Get that into the live chat, and hopefully the bet wins and one of your 170 quid. But someone from Monday night has definitely won £100.
Should have gone Eze money. That'll work. You do that one if you want as well.
Well, there you go. You can use one or two. Anyway, have you changed your fruitiness, Gonzo?
Not really. No. I'm still. Yeah, I'm not going to be shifting my score prediction. I don't think so. I am a little bit. I'm a little bit damaged by the start to the season. It has to be said, and I do really think they're just a really good team. They're not just a good team; they're an efficient. They're a bit of a machine, actually. This team, and I think it's that as much as anything else. I agree with what you said. You said today if we were playing like Man City or something like that, I'd fancy our chances more. These have got several ways to beat you. This team,
yeah,
Arsenal, and that's the way he's built the team. And that's they can batter you, they can bully you, they can play really good football, which particularly Odegaard's magnificent player, and they can do all of that stuff. They can hit free kicks, they can do the corners, just anything. Honestly, they've now got a striker so they can hit you from open play as well. It's tough, honestly. I think it's really, really tough. I'll be so impressed. I'll tell you what I will say about this. If we win this game, I won't be worried anymore. I think this is obviously you can't ever say that mathematically, but I think if we won this, I would now think, well, actually, if he could do this, if he can take over, he can get a draw against Everton and win against Arsenal, I just think it'll make us more than safe this season. But yeah, I'm still worried about relegation, to be fair, and this is so this is a worrying game.
Yeah, I completely agree with everything you've said, actually. Whilst I've got a feeling, I read my prediction 9 times out of 10, I'll go with my head, which is saying 2-0 Arsenal. I still think it's going to be tough. I think they are an outstanding team. And Nuno, bless him, he's still only been here, well, literally a week. He was employed Saturday a week ago, so it's not that long on the training ground. He's still working with some of David Moyes' players, Lopetegui's players, Potter's players, None of Kyle McCauley's players are legendary.
Apparently so. Yeah.
He's not signed anyone.
Yeah, and was that a crap one? He signed the crap one. The one the goalkeeper that can't catch. He signed him.
He didn't sign anyone. Kyle McCauley's not signed anyone decent, apparently.
No,
but
no. I'm sure if Callum Wilson breaks down, we'll find out that Kyle McCauley signed Callum Wilson as well.
It was bloody him that done it. Him or Magassa gets sent. Oh, actually, that was him as well.
That was his. I did wonder. I noticed Magassa hadn't been attributed to anybody yet, so they're uncertain at the moment.
Exactly.
When it turns out he's N'Golo Kante. Oh that was Sullivan. That was Sullivan's personal scout pick. That one.
Exactly. I'm glad you're just as skeptical as I am when this type of stuff comes out. You know, Magassa's just lazy. No one signed Magassa, or because you haven't decided if he's good or not. Basically, that's what it. If he runs out and plays man of the match today, Magassa, and somehow scores 1-0, I'd be like, that Maximilian Hans.
Max Hans. They've got roadworks, so they're digging up the roads at the moment. That's Carl McCauley's fault, I think.
Maxi Hans, well done, son. Magassa's gets sent off today. Oh, that Kyle McCauley.
McCauley.
Pesky. Anyway, I've lost my train of thought. Basically, I'm not sure we'll win today, but it's just a bad fixture. It's just the toughest fixture. In a weird way, I'm glad to get over and done with, to be honest with you. I think, when it gets to the crunch point of the season, with the assumption Arsenal are in a title race, you don't want to get to match day 33 and you've got Arsenal away coming up and bloody hell, you don't want that one and sat there. So I'm, in a weird way, I get what you're saying, to win this and you won't be worried.
That's it.
Yeah, I think I've relaxed quite a lot since we've just hired Nuno. Even before we drew against Everton, I thought, right, okay, now we've got a better chance of staying up. Got the point. My needle didn't really move. Because a point away to Everton is not going to make you go, yeah, we're definitely staying up now. But likewise, it's not going to make you think, oh, we're definitely going down. So I just remained as I was. But we win today, and I agree with you. I think about it, right? Yeah, we'll be okay. We might not be top half, but we'll be top of the bottom half or something. We'll be in around somewhere like that. So it'll be an interesting game to evaluate what we're going on. A different type of game as well. Right then, we're going to turn to the live chat now and get your thoughts into live chat. It could be about the Arsenal team, the West Ham team, anything you want really. Pop it in to the live chat. Lucas said it's a dreaded 2-0 prediction. The same score he predicted when winning. He won a correct score, Aka. That was quite a few years ago. You've been here for a little while, Lucas. I think it was 2-1 Arsenal, though I put in that game. But you've been around a while. I predicted 1-1 on Monday once Nuno was here. So you can take my 1-0 prediction if you want, Lucas. You can hang your hat on that one if you want. Hasib saying Paqueta needs a good game.
Well, he's going to get the ball a lot, I think. Judge it by the training ground video.
Someone said it could have been Fabianski.
It's true. We are in trouble then.
Yeah, I've got a feeling it was just Paqueta as well, and he's just a key man. But I agree with what Hasib's saying though. I thought he had a stinky game against Everton. And I think everyone needs to have a good game today, but he's one that can make a big difference both ends of the pitch. If he's off it, he can actually cause you problems, but if he's on it, he can do something that gets you that goal. So, fingers crossed.
Yep.
Right then. In Talk says 1-0 early goal from Bowen in 85 minutes of heart attack, parking the bus. As long as we win, I don't really care. We could have one shot on target. I do not care. Dean says, genuinely think we'll win today, going 2-1. Also seen a mad start that Arsenal have only lost 4 games at the Emirates in 2 seasons, and 2 of them were against us.
Yeah, I saw the same stat. I wonder if, I just can't think for a moment that's going to either give us enough belief or they'll be that worried about it. They must know that's some obscure thing.
I think it tells you about our mentality, right? I think the players maybe just care more about this fixture than they do against Chelsea. Do you know the lack of fight we've seen against Chelsea? I just don't. Maybe it's possible. They just don't. They're not that arsed about they just treat Chelsea like Brentford or whatever. But when it comes to Arsenal, maybe it's one of them. They think, right, come on, boys, this is the game we get up for. I'd imagine as a player like Magassa, I don't know, is there an element of dream come true stuff running out of the Emirates and playing?
I'm sure. Yeah. I'm sure they're a big I guess Chelsea are as well, but yeah, I mean they're a big, high-profile Champions League
But
club.
they had
Players, yeah.
They also had the French influence as well in it. When Magassa was growing up, Arsenal were massively influenced by the French with Wenger, Vieira, Henry, and so on and so forth. So there's always been quite a, I don't know, would they be the Frenchman's
No,
club?
mate, listen. Mate, I would not be surprised if Arsenal were a sort of favoured. They're obviously going to have their own team in France who they support there. But yeah, if they you know what it's like, they watch the Premier League and they take on a preferred team. I would not be surprised if Arsenal were that preferred team. So yeah, this is that's a really good shout. I think this is a big game, sort of internationally, for a lot of the players. But there's the internationals are coming up. Bowen will want to, particularly off the back of that press conference with Tuchel saying what he said about just selecting the same squad and all the rest of it. He'll know that that's not going to keep happening. He'll want to score a goal here. So yeah, look, who knows? Who knows?
It's Bowen's got at the minute. Bowen's got a seat on that plane to the World Cup.
Yeah, I think it was Max Hans that booked him the seat on the plane.
Number 99 said that Arsenal midfield is very attacking, even with RC Calafiori inverting. Although he will be deep lying, I back Somerville to glide past him.
Oh, I like that's fighting talk. I like that. See, that's made me feel a bit more fruity. That post.
Although Odegaard will be deep lying, he's got that with the thing to it. That's why it's confused me. I was thinking that's the wrong side of the pitch, but he's backing Odegaard. Sorry, Somerville to glide past Odegaard.
I don't care who he glides past. I don't care. He can glide past anyone.
I agree. Alistair saying, I think that how good they've been recently, plus Rice being there, makes it a bigger game for our players.
Yeah, Alistair at the track there, I see. It's about to enter the race, as I see there in the picture.
Yeah, I wonder if he won.
I hope so.
I hope so too. Did you win, Alistair? What were you running?
Is it a steeplechase? What's going on?
Yeah, what event were you doing, and did you win? Steve saying, I'm expecting this to be full on derby today with a lot of bookings. We need to mix it up with them and not get bullied. Rex saying nobody likes Arsenal. Even Arteta's mum says, can't you manage one of the nice teams? And Gunners all live on Sesame Street. Or live on Sesame Street. Daniel saying James Ward-Prowse not in the squad for 2 games. Is he gone? Todibo not in the squad for 2 games. Is he gone?
Yes. I believe both. Definitely Ward-Prowse. But will anyone want to buy Ward-Prowse? I don't know. I think there'll be plenty of people want to loan to Debo, which is the best we can hope for.
Nick says, hope you're both well. Your thoughts on not having a double pivot? Very bold from Nuno to go with Fernandes and Paqueta.
Well, I thanks, Nick. Hope you're well too, mate. I've got strong views on the double pivot. That's for sure.
Okay, can I just rephrase it for Nick's sanity? What's your thoughts on him not playing 2 holding midfielders and only playing Magassa on his own?
Well, I will quote Magassa. And Magassa said, I quite like this system. I like this coach. I'm used to playing this system. I'm used to playing with a number 6 or 2 number 6s. That's impossible, but we'll let it go.
That's the double pivot, but sure.
Yeah, but you only get one shirt printed with number 6 unless he wants to go and take the number 6.
Neither of you can have number 6 at West Ham.
That's very true. I don't. Ultimately, I don't care. We are. We're having a double pivot in front of the metronome. That's what we're doing.
Okay, right there you go.
A forward double, an advanced double pivot, a double swiveling forward pivot.
If you haven't noticed already, Nick, you've triggered something in Gonzo. He doesn't like the double pivot phrase. He said he calls it in the midfield.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Avid says Juve will cause some problems. I think teams will start to neutralise him. People are starting to catch it. I agree. I don't think Saka's the best at tracking back. He's not the worst at it. He's not Salah, but I think there was a couple of times last week where Ndiaye just didn't bother his arse. It's not like he switched off. He's seen Juve running back and just thought, nah, I'm not going to keep up with him. I'm not even going to bother. Lewis would like to see Paqueta as a deeper midfielder and Fernandes further forward. Yeah, I would as well, out of the 2. Graham saying Somerville to draw a penalty or a red card. The Arsenal bully boys are going to hack him.
They bloody are, Graham. He's right.
Stoner saying, I've got a good feeling too. I mean, when someone's called Stoner is saying, I think we're going to win, I sort of
Well, if he is a stoner, I'm assuming he's got a good feeling all the time.
Yeah, I think so as well. Alistair was 6th in the national 400 metres a fair few years ago now. That's good.
I mean, it's 6th in the UK. Come on. Magnificent.
That is outstanding. And there was more than 6 runners because he's got number 7 on. So he was
sorry, 6. Yeah. No. I mean, come on. I mean, that's outstanding.
It is. Yeah.
He'd have had to do. He'd have to do the 3As. He'd have to do the regionals. He's. I mean, that's exceptional stuff. I'm glad you got it on your pro. Keep it on there, man. Keep it on there.
The bit he's not telling us, it was the tatty and spoon race.
400. Sorry, yeah.
Potato.
Hold on. Like, okay.
Yeah, egg and spoon for you.
It's egg and spoon. If you don't watch our Naked podcast on Patreon, we've had this conversation before.
In
so
Scotland,
it's
been
tatty hotly debated, and there was quite a long story about a 3-legged race as well. So,
yeah, I'm hoping Dave or Graham, someone's in the live chat, one of our Scottish West Ham fans can maybe back me up a little bit. Tatty and spoon, we call it. It was just a potato for anyone unsure. We don't use
have eggs in Scotland.
Nah, can't afford them. We just use.
They're all frozen, aren't they? Because it's just so cold. Battered egg.
Obi-Wan Gonzo Potter said, "I knew I'd play."
There you go. He's always going to play. He's up there. There he is.
Thank you for your super chat, Obi-Wan Gonzo Potter. But Charlison just tugging someone's shirt in the box here. I don't know if it's gone to VAR or not, but there's a long delay. So
can you see who he's tugging off?
Strick. How do you pronounce his name? Strick. Anyway, I don't think it's been given. There's only a handful of seconds to go at Ellen Road. It's still Leeds United 1, Spurs 2.
Can I just say this?
Go on.
You've not paid me off, Nick.
No,
it's just a joke.
No. We're just
it's just a joke.
Yeah, it's
I like it. I'm glad you posted it, mate.
Major said he's got haggis, nips, and tatties for dinner today. Top stuff. Do you know something I've discovered, Major? There's a little. It's called Little Dumpling King. It's just up the road. I've never been in, but I discovered yesterday that they do like bao buns with haggis in them.
Hold on. Bowel buns.
Bao. Is that how you pronounce it?
Bowel.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Bowel? Like BOWE.
No,
bowel.
BAO.
Okay.
How do you pronounce it?
I thought you meant bowel. Like
no, not bowel.
I don't want any bun that's been made out of anyone's bowel.
No.
Well, you eat haggis, to be fair to you, so you like anything goes. That's some intestinal stuff, isn't it?
Bowel. Is that
if you're gonna eat a stomach, I wouldn't put it past you to batter a bowel. Spleen and chips or something. I don't know.
Anyway,
what is Nips's parsnips?
Mm-hmm.
Is Nips's parsnips?
What are you talking about now?
He said nips, didn't he?
Nips.
Right. What's that?
Turnips. What's funny?
All of it. I'm not the only one laughing, I can assure you. Deary me. Anyway.
I'm going to visit it before I move house because it's in walking distance. I'm going to go have haggis bao buns.
Yeah.
Haggis BAO buns. Right then, Brian said, had a change of heart. 3-1 West Ham win. If it happens, Gonzo, I demand you send me a slice of that apple cake.
Brian, honestly, hold on, Brian's in America, isn't
he? Yeah, he is, yeah.
I did cook the apple cake, Brian. I cooked the apple cake, mate.
Baked it.
Sorry?
You baked it.
That's what I said, wasn't it?
You said cooked it.
I baked it, cooked it. You can't be fussy when you're eating intestinals and stuff like that. Crikey.
Anyway, let's go back to West Ham because Daniel's got a question. He says, who's your pre-match West Ham man of the match prediction, please? His is Juve.
Oh, I like this. No one's ever asked us that before.
I know. It
should be a regular feature.
A little bit.
Obi-Wan.
I'm going to say Areola. This is a type of game he can pull off 6 or 7 like top saves. It is. This is his kind of game where he's getting shots fired at him from all directions, all distances, and he's pulling off top saves.
Stop saying pulling off and tugging. It's just constant. It's non-stop.
Why? What's wrong with it?
Well, nothing really.
Well, if Ariola's pulling off
Who?
top saves.
Right.
Don't know who top saves is, but that's who he's pulling off. Anyway, look, West Ham World YouTube channel, good YouTube channel for West Ham fans. If you haven't already subscribed, go have a little look. And he says, funny question I heard on TalkSport. Would you rather have knees for elbows or elbows for knees? And while I'm doing that, CB is saying, who's on our bench? If you have a look at the screen, CB, it's scrolling along the bottom of the screen. Elbows for knees or knees for elbows? But it's got to be knees for elbows. It has to be.
You wouldn't be able to get your jumper on, would you?
Why wouldn't I?
Because there'd be this big lump in the middle of your arm, so you wouldn't be able to get it through.
What's for t-shirts then? Yeah, but if you were to have elbows for knees, your feet would come up rather than backwards, so you wouldn't be able to walk.
No. Elbows are bent in the same way. That will
Well, I
still
assumed
do
not.
that.
I assumed it was.
No, you'd be kicking yourself in the face.
You'd be walking like you were a dog wiping its arse on the floor. That's how you'd walk, like scraping yourself along the deck.
Oh dear, I don't know, Luke.
Anyway, that's my answer.
Yeah, it's a good one though. I like what was a duck one? A duck sized 10,000. I can't even remember.
You get lots of different duck ones. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses or something like that? You always get
the duck-sized, 100 duck-sized horses. Yeah,
you always get ones like that. Anyway,
yeah.
There you go. Right then. Steve saying, are they baked potatoes or roasted? Oh, the chatting spoon rating.
It's for Major. He's asking Major.
Oh, he's asking Major. That's right. They're mash. They're neither of those things. Baked potato. It's mash.
So, is the neeps
also mashed?
Is that mashed in with the potato?
No,
is that
separately.
Tatty, is it right?
They're all mashed. It's all mashed.
Hold on. And what's the? Hold on. Is the haggis mixed in with the mashed neeps?
No, the haggis. It's three separate things. So there's mashed neeps on its own, mashed potato on its own, and then the turnip. Well, not the turnip. The haggis is fluffy. I don't know how to describe it. It's fluffy. It's fluffy.
Yeah. To answer the next question, I would stick with me. I'd stick with me pie and mash. Yeah.
It's. Try it. Try it. You might like it.
I don't want to. I don't words. No, I don't like the sound of it.
You don't like this?
I don't. Well, no, nobody likes the sound of it. Let's be fair.
Anyway, it's nice. I like it.
Mm.
Right then. Everyone's just talking about neeps and tatties there. David's saying Potts getting another selection is brilliant.
Yes, it is.
I completely agree.
I think he'll get on the pitch as well today again.
I think so as well, actually. He did really good when he came on. Yeah. He came on and just basically said to Graham Potter, don't you forget about me. I'm good enough. I'm good enough for West Ham. That's what I was hoping to see from him. Right then, can you do some comments? Because I need to sort my iPad out, if you don't mind. What are you laughing
Sorry.
at?
I'm laughing at this. I'm laughing at that. I can't. Brian, listen, mate. Listen. It's very kind of you. Very, very kind of you. I will send you something. I just don't know if I should be sending a cake that I've just baked to America. Are you allowed to send food on? I'm not even sure.
I'm not sure you can.
I'm not sure you can. Anyway.
I've seen Border Patrol. They don't like it.
They don't. Oh, yeah, but he's watching. Is that when you're not watching? Don't worry about it. Just stick to the double stacked caramelized apple cake. That's what I'm doing. That's what I've done today. I'll share a picture. Sorry, Brian. There we go. That's why they don't let me loose with the dashboard, basically. I'll share a picture later on. There's a lot of food stuff here, so I'm going to try and work my way through the food stuff. Haggis is great, except it sticks to the roof of your mouth. That could be very, very annoying. There's a lot of food that does that. Hold on. Gonzo, can we get a shout out to Ollie, Monty, and Stan on a long drive up north currently. Well, you can certainly to Ollie, Monty, and Stan, not necessarily in that order. Where are you going? And why are you going there? Why are you heading up north? Do we get to know why? You don't think we're playing like Newcastle or anything, do you? By the way, Hasib says, I think Fulkrug will get 65, 70 minutes. I will be very, very interested to see if that happens, who he brings on in his place. That's really going to be interesting. Do you know what I'd love to see happen is if he does take Fulkrug off, that just Bowen just stays on the right wing. That he does just bring, ideally Marshall, but if not, Callum Wilson, something like that. Yeah, this is This is very true. Gastronomical guide. Indeed, Gary Hegarty has sent in to Alan Wicker. Thank you, Gary. He said he had neeps, tatties, and haggis in Edinburgh, and he loved it. I think there's a lot of love.
You can buy it in England, so it's not you don't have to have it in Scotland. You can get it in England. They do sell like the haggis.
Iron Disciple said, "Can you air fry haggis?" The air fryer has been banned in Scotland. The SNP banned it because it didn't hold enough oil. It wasn't. Obviously, the national dish is deep frying. So yeah, not many people know that actually. Are Scotch pies Scottish? Brooke Dev Bonds wants to know. I think the point is, well, I don't know. Scotch egg isn't Scottish, right? That's surely is. I don't know why they're calling it a Scotch egg. Are you done now?
Yeah, I think so.
Jokeres. He just wrote Jokeres, so I just
Fair enough. Happy days. Yeah, I think I'm done. I was just having a look at someone said the under 21s lineup, and so I've gone and had a look at it, but there's nothing I can see that's eye-catching about the starting 11. But we are 2-1 up at the minute.
All right. Well, there's no like 30-year-olds in there or anything.
Suchek and Antonio are not playing. No.
Okay.
It's just the players that you would expect. Conte's playing. Landers is up front. Feeden's playing. Gollenbeckers is still the captain. So it's just the players you would expect. But they're 2-1 up against Arsenal at the minute. So yeah, hopefully maybe we can have a West Ham double against Arsenal today. That would be good, wouldn't it?
That would be good.
That'd be get one. Bish bash bosh. Anyway, Gonzo, you need to go get ready for the game. Go cut yourself another slice of that pie you've. It's not pie, cake that you've made, and get ready for the game. You're sticking with 2-0 Arsenal?
Yeah, definitely sticking with 2-0. Definitely, yeah.
All righty, well, Gonzo will be on the forum channel straight after the game has finished, so keep your eyes out. But Gonzo, thank you very much, and I'll catch up with you on Monday morning for the player ratings.
Look forward to it.
Right, that's him gone. It's just me and you guys now. Me and you. So, in the live chat, please keep your comments coming in. Let me get rid of the ear that I needed for Gonzo, and let me get in the ear that I need for me. Hammer99 saying the Sunderland West Ham double must be 50-1. I've done it. It was 45-1, but I've done it on so that you can get the, like, if your team goes 2-0 up, it's paid out as a win. So if we were to go 2-0 up and draw 2-2, gets paid out as what West Ham wins. So I've done that double. I couldn't resist because I do think Sunderland will actually win, and also I hope we do. So I'm happy to waste a couple of quid on that. Lee, it's just a bit of a joke. Antonio's not still at the club, but he's featured in a couple of under 21 games for West Ham this season as he continues his rehab. He was on TNT Sports last night, actually. He was one of the... Not TNT Sports. No, it was just Sky Sports. He was a pundit. What game was it? Was it... No, it was definitely TNT Sports. Maybe it was a Crystal... No, I've lost the plot. Who was it? Thursday night. Nottingham Forest. When I watched them get beat 3-2. Antonio was a pundit in that game. There was a grey squirrel on the pitch at half-time at the City Ground. Just for anyone interested. Ionix would snatch your arm off for a draw, but that ain't happening. Arsenal are a machine at the moment. Kaya says that the season-long bet is still on. Yeah, Bowen's up and running. I think we need one more assist for Juve. I think Fantasy League he's got 4, but officially I think he's got 3. So we need one more assist from Juve. We need Bowen to get up to 10 goals. We need to stop conceding so many, but I think that'll be okay under Nuno. And then when we play Man U, we need to get 2 points out the 2 games against them. And if that wins, then we win our season-long bet. So fingers crossed. Avid said he looked good on TNT. Happy that he's finding his feet as a pundit, although he would be great at it. I completely agree. I thought he looked very comfortable. I like him. He's got the personality to be a pundit. He's got the charisma. And also, I think sometimes, obviously you want to listen to players that have played the game and stuff. I think it's quite good to sometimes have players that have had to graft their way to the top speaking as well, because then they can relate to things that other players couldn't. So Joe Cole, for example, obviously came through the academy of a Premier League club, played in Premier League, albeit went abroad, but he's only ever played top flight football, right? So he can't really relate to working his way up the football pyramid, whereas Antonio can. So I think Antonio can actually provide a perspective that some of the other pundits cannot. And it's not their fault, by the way. This isn't a criticism of someone like Joe Cole. I just think having a different viewpoint sometimes is a refreshing thing. Lucas saying he's not articulate enough. Not yet, but I think he'll grow into the role. Nick saying, any chance we raffling off Di Canio FIFA card? Is it signed by Paulo? It is. It is signed by him. Let me show you what we've got. Yeah, we've got 20 minutes till the game. We've got plenty of time. Let me check what you can see. There you go. Signed by Di Canio. They're all signed. The Robson and the Brady ones are also signed. A bit harder to see. Signatures like there, and then Brady's is obviously on the blue background. You can just see Brady's actually. Robson's is harder to see. But yeah, signed by Paulo. So I don't know what to do with it. I just had the opportunity to purchase all three. So I purchased them for giveaways, a raffle. Don't know yet. Anyway, let me just pop that back up on Lewis Orford's boot. That can sit up there for now. No, as I do play Fantasy League badly. Yeah, I participate. Playing it is maybe a bit of a stretch, but I participate. I'm not doing too well, to be honest with you. Ryan, I was just able to get them. There's just a bit of like a private sale kind of thing. What's my prediction? 2-0 Arsenal. 2-0 Arsenal. But I've got hope. I'm not dreading the game. I'm looking forward to the game. And fingers crossed. But I just think Arsenal are just a bit of a different animal at the minute. Ruben had Semenyo captained. Good choice. He's my vice captain. I've stuck with Haaland as captain against Brentford tomorrow. But Semenyo is my vice captain. In a weird way, I could do with Erling Haaland not playing at all. I wouldn't complain at that. Harry, where am I? Oh, I'm not very good, Harry. I've only just broken into the top 1 million or something like that. I mean, I was like 2.5 million a few weeks ago. Oh, I've had a terrible start to it. Last week I didn't captain. No, I did captain Haaland. The week before that I didn't captain him. I captained Pedro and he did absolutely nothing. So I made some bad calls. But marathon, not a sprint. Hopefully. I've won the Addicts League the last 2 years in Fantasy League. I want to win it a third year in a row. If I can win the Addicts League, I know I'm doing all right. Nick, Grace she's doing okay, thank you. Thanks for asking, I appreciate it. She's all right. Not here at the minute. She's her mum was getting her hair done today. Do you know? So she's gone off to her nanny's for a few hours while I do this, and her mum gets her hair done. So, but she's okay. I appreciate you asking. It's very, very kind of you. We're preparing for. I say preparing. We're arguing over her first birthday at the minute. Mrs. Gio says we're having a birthday party. I say no. It's pointless. Why are we having a birthday party? She's not going to remember it. She's not going to know what's going on. But we're in negotiations at the minute. And Paul is second in the Hammers Chat League. Now that's impressive. Let's see if you can stay there. Hopefully not. I want to beat you, Paul. But fingers crossed. You're doing good though. Johnny saying, is there any news? It depends who you believe. Some people have claimed that there's people walking around the training ground or whatever. I don't really believe it. Do you know something? I honestly, I think this is what happened. I think Nuno was at the training ground and someone clocked Nuno, didn't recognise Nuno, and assumed it was like a foreign investor, because 2 stories came out. The story came out, Karen Brady showed someone around the training ground on Thursday, and then on Friday, the pictures of Nuno came out, and it was revealed that, he met Sullivan today, and he met Brady yesterday, Thursday. So apparently on Thursday, she met Nuno, but she also showed a potential investor around the training ground. It could just be it was Nuno that she showed around the training ground. I don't know. 2 and 2 together, I would argue that to some extent that no one really knows. David said he said the same thing for his kids. Wife wasn't happy. Yeah, it's. John said party is. Barking Man said so. We're having a party. Probably. The problem is it's not if it was international break, I'd be okay with it. But it's not. There's football on the weekend before and the weekend after her birthday. There's football on. Osbedian said you can record her party to show her later. Oh, right. Oh, I'm glad Mrs. Gio's not here because she's not used that against me yet. I don't have a comeback for that one. So I'm just going to pretend you never said that, Osbedian, and move along. Thank you very much. Gary said, have the party, look back in fondness. You're assuming I'm going to enjoy it. Believe it or not, I'm not one for social gatherings. It's not really my thing. Shane, have a cake smash. Big cake and let her go, man. What? Smash the cake up? Well, as the way say you waste the cake, I guess you can still eat it, but it's all smudged up. She's only one. She won't be able to smash the cake up when she's one, will she? I don't know. Also, I'm just a bit wary of wasting cake. I like cake. But she'll get party or no party, right? She's going to have a cake, more for me than her. Clark saying he and his missus recently did a first party for their youngest daughter. She won't remember. It was a nice day with family and friends to celebrate our daughter and the memories. You might like... Pardon me. The thing is, though, Clark, you might like your friends and family. Anyway, right. What we got? 13 minutes till kick-off. Everyone's ganging up on me here about having a party. I know it's not for me. I've never once claimed it's for me, and I know it's for her. But again, I'm not sure she'll be aware of it. I would argue it's better for her not to have a party because then people will come staggered, right? The people attending said party would come to see her anyway across various different days in the build up to her birthday. So in theory, she'd get more visits if we had it like that rather than everyone coming at once. But wait and see. I think also my thing is we don't know where we're going to be living on her birthday. We don't know. It could be we could plan her party and move-in day could be the day before her party, right? I'm not keen on this. I'm trying to avoid agitation later on. Andrew said, have a party, people bring gifts, inevitably clothes, save a few bob. Yeah, we're going down. I could end up having a good discussion with you about that, Andrew. Nick, thank you very much. Contribution for Grace's birthday. I will. I've ordered a puggle, I think it's called. Not a dog, a puggle, I think it's called. I don't know. It's a little thing that converts into a trike. It does her till she's like 3. So she can get in it now, but I've ordered her one of them. It was a good saving, £120 down to £55 or something like that. So that's why I bought it. Listen, you can take the man out of Scotland and all that, right? Holloman, it's not her birthday. It's not her birthday. It's still 2 months away. But it's just a topic at the minute. She's 10 months next week. Anyway, right then, the Emirates looks really empty at the minute, even though this kickoff's only 10 minutes away. There's hardly anyone there. God knows. How are we all feeling about the game? Let me know. Get involved in the live chat. In your live chat, just let me know how you're feeling. What you're thinking. Fancy us to sneak a win? I'll love any form of win, I will. We could win 1-0. with one shot on target all game, and I will be absolutely buzzing. There's just 1,200 of you. I say Josh is incredibly. There's 1,200 of you watching live right now. If you wouldn't mind dropping a like on it by clicking thumbs up, I would appreciate that a lot. And also, please do subscribe if you're new to the channel. Where I'm watching it, I'm not watching it. I'm going to be listening to it on the radio and guessing what's happening and explaining what I think is happening. But I will warn you, West Ham United fan and anyone else, do not click on the Discord link in the description below. If you look in the description below underneath the video, there's a link to the Hammers Chat Discord. Do not go in there because there's some naughty people post links to illegal streams. So if you were to go into Discord, you might find that, and obviously they're illegal. You're not allowed to click on them. You're not allowed to watch the football using them links because they're illegal. So be careful. Don't do it. Links in the description below so you can avoid it. Paul said, I think even if we play well, I'll still see a 2-1 loss. I think it's more about the performance for me today. If we can, it's one of two things, right? If we can somehow win, buzzing. We can draw, happy. If we get beat, but sort of play well, and you can see what Nuno's trying to do, I feel like I'm okay with that because that will give me a little bit of reassurance going into the, what I keep calling it, a crucial one, and I stand by that. I think the next 4 games after this, international break, Brentford at home, Leeds away, Newcastle away, Burnley at home, international break. Those 4 games are crucial. Arsenal under 21s have just equalised against West Ham under 21s. That's a bit sad. Hammer 99 said, my Sunderland hopes have been dented by ARSWHU starting at left back. Yeah, he was always going to because Ronaldo suspended. He was a bit crap in their last game against. Although they beat Forest, he wasn't very good. Warden, thank you very much for the support. Appreciate it. Saying, about to become 1 a.m. Bloody hell. As daylight savings starts today. My daughter, it's not my daughter's birthday today. It's in December. The one we're referring to is in December. It's my other daughter's birthday later this month. She turns 15. Just makes me feel old. What do you mean by daylight savings? I'm sorry, I'm possibly a bit stupid here, but I don't know what daylight savings is. I appreciate it's probably like an Australian thing, but I like to learn. Kyriakos appreciates the warnings. He's almost clicked on those Discord links unknowingly. Yeah, you gotta be careful around here. People posting these pesky links to illegal streams. Reese's Pieces saying there's no pressure to win or even draw. I do agree with that one completely. Gabby said, you have one job to do, beat Arsenal. Do not lose this game. Kiyose, thank you very much. Grace's Puggle Fund. I'm sure it's called a Puggle. I should really Google what it says, but I think it's a Puggle. Hammer Down Under saying, no daylight saving is the best part of Australia. I genuinely have no idea what's going on. Oh, Brian saying the clocks go forward. When? Tonight? Nah, it's the end of the it's the end of the, I don't know. This is when we need David Gold. Jordan, thank you for the £5 super chat. Appreciate this support. Means we can make the Brentford game advert free as well. Yeah, end of October. That's always the end of October for the clocks changing here. Paul said, I bet West Ham to score today at evens. As the bookies don't fancy us. I think West Ham might be in the game first. Who do you support, Paul? Who do you support? Let me have a look at your emoji's DIY, not football. Who do you support? I don't mind non-West Ham fans tuning in, by the way. I'd just like to know who you support. It's interesting to see what people think about West Ham that aren't West Ham fans. It can be a little bit reassuring. Gabri said, who do you think in your team can score? Bowen. Jared Bowen. Jared Bowen. Anyway, the teams are in the tunnel. getting ready to come out here. Kick off just 5 minutes away at the Emirates. Beautiful. Sorry about that. Right then. Michael Levy Jr. is on stage in 5 minutes. He's just popping in to say hello to everyone. Good luck, Michael. Smash it. I hope you have a good one. David, thank you very much. Get Grace a Freddo if £2 is enough. I don't think she's allowed to eat a Freddo. I'll get her a Milky Bar, though. She does get a Milky Bar once a week. That's her treat. I ate one of her biscuits the other day, and it's delicious. It's like a Heinz thing. Tasted like a rich tea with a bit of chocolate in it. It was very nice. Nick said, late to the party. What happened to your partnership, Boyle Sports? It was unable to continue. Stuart, yes, it is Black Balloons Day in the away end, so hopefully we'll see some black balloons going up between now and kick-off. Right, let me get ready. Let me move my screen over so I can guess what's happening at the Emirates. They're just doing their handshaky thing at the minute. Dad, no, there's no Boyle Sports link or that with ourselves. We're not sponsored by Boyle Sports anymore. Hence why we're doing the raffle at the minute. We don't have any sponsor. Barely got any. We've got Surfshark, who sponsor 10% of our videos, and that's it. So we are looking for sponsors currently. So if anyone knows of anyone that would be willing to sponsor some videos on the channel, you're more than welcome to tell them to get in touch with us. But if you fancy that raffle ticket, links in the description below. £5 per ticket. Buy two, get your third free. Ends tomorrow night at 8 PM. 3 prizes up for grabs. Signed Bowen shirt, signed Bowen captain's armband, and a signed Conference League final programme. Claire ate rusks more than the kids did. Ionix, yes, the raffle's open. Tomorrow night at 8 it closes. Links in the description below. Joe Asembo, we defend a corner for once. I think we defended them okay against the against Everton. It was just a second phase, wasn't it? You know, when the ball went, Ariel punched it and then it came back in. That's the bit we didn't defend very well. I'm a bit nervous about corners, but it's not just us being bad at them. It's them being really good. Arsenal are a threat at corners against everyone in the league, not just us. Loki, the Boyle Sports partnership ended just because, I don't know, it just did. You can make your own mind up as to why it ended. I was annoyed, but it is what it is, and I'm more just worried, that's all. It causes concern, that's the thing. Well, there's a minute silence or applause going on. Unsure what for, but if it's... Right, I'm just going to be quiet for a minute. It's turned into a minute's applause for some reason. I can only assume someone shouted or something like that. I'm not 100% sure what it's for. I don't have any audio on. It says Mark Pierce on the screen, but that's why there's a minute's applause. And Jamie's going to use his freeze bet, so we better score first. That's a wise thing to do. Might have done. I do not know. She's got a couple of West Ham things, Holloman. We're getting them unvinted. Anyway, right then. Come on. Come on, boys. Let's do it. Let's smash and grab. Smash and grab. We can do this. Nick it 1-0. Jared Bowen to score. Beautiful stuff. Declan Rice to have another stinker. Cyber, we are in our blue one, the navy one, with a extremely large... Oh, the big clock, yes. Thank you, Jeff. I'm under pressure here. Oh, I've just made it. Jeff, thank you very much. And we have kickoff at the Emirates. Jeff, I appreciate you. You reminded me about my big clock. Right then, we've launched it forward. It's bounced. Bowen's got him behind Calafiore here. And we've got a corner kick. Hello. I don't even know what time it is in the game because it's not come up yet. We're so early. We took the kick off. Just went really long. Bounced him behind Calafiore. Bowen got there. And then there was little he could do because he's quite wide. But he's won us a corner. 25 seconds on the clock here. It's really windy at the Emirates. We've got a corner. Hopefully Mav Panos can get his head on this for the bet. Paqueta's going to take it. In swinging corner. In it goes. Oh. Fulkrug. Oh. Fuck. I need to see that. I feel like he could maybe have scored that, actually. It's the wind plays its part, I think. It's a really loopy one. Am I harsh to say he should be doing better there? If Fulkrug got good connection on that, it was an empty net. But Saliba was around him, making it difficult for him. But I don't know, I feel like that was a big opportunity, that. Crikey, that would have been thrilling. Right, Arsenal are just building up now, though. That was a good opportunity for West Ham. I like that. Come on, boys. Hopefully that gives us a bit of a lift, a little bit of belief that we can win this game. Paqueta with a foul. He possibly should have committed a foul already. He played advantage and then made sure he committed a foul. Arsenal restarting the game very quickly, as you would expect. We're pressing high up the pitch, which isn't something I always associate with Nuno. I've always felt he was quite happy to go into a bit of a mid-block. But we were pressing them high there. We've got the ball back, and we've gone back to Areola, who looks for Bowen. Calafiore wins it. And it's back to Saliba. Come on, boys. Liam, you cannot find a stream. Well, I'll tell you where you can find a stream, Liam. In Discord. If you click on the link in the description below for the Hammers Chat Discord, you'll find a stream in there. But the streams are illegal. You shouldn't be using them. But if you want to participate in illegal activity, that's how you can find them. Obviously, my advice is do not do that. You shouldn't be doing that. But that's where you can find them. Anyway, we've got to throw in. Bad pass by Jokeres. Come on, boys. I feel a bit nervous for some reason. I don't know. I've been relaxed all day. I've been quite excited. But now it's here. I don't know. I've got a little bit over the... Ooh, about me. Maybe it's that feeling that we're going to win this. I don't know. Can't shake it sometimes. There's a black balloon just drifting across the pitch at the Emirates. Calafiore has it in midfield. Arsenal just knocking about nice and slowly here. We're looking quite busy though. Our press is quite aggressive. Good play there by Kilman. Really good play by Kilman. But it's fallen through to Timber. Areola saved it. It's Timber again. And Wan-Bissaka clears it. Juve hooks it away. Warning sign by for West Ham there. Warning sign by Arsenal. Timber should maybe have done a bit better with that chance. Great play by Magassa, just nicking in front of Eze and intercepting it. Couldn't quite get it under control though, and Arsenal have it again. Another black balloon just sailing across the Emirates. Odegaard has it. Bowen intercepts it, gives it to Fulkrug, back to Paqueta, out to Somerville. No, he hesitated, but he's won us a free kick just inside the Arsenal half. Good play there by Jared Bowen, just nicking the ball, keeping it West Ham. Paqueta and Fernandez, nice little passes between them out to Juve. Who goes back to Kilman now? It's our return, just to enjoy the ball a little bit. We haven't really had this opportunity just to try and play it around at the back. Yeah, Paqueta's in between the centre backs, and Fernandez is, and he's picked it up. They look very similar, Fernandez and Paqueta. Their posture is very similar as well. Their hairstyle, everything. I keep getting muddled up with those two. They're wearing the same boots, I think, today as well. Their boots were different on Monday, but today I think they're similar. Anyway, Wan-Bissaka's gone forward and Gabriel's just ushering it out for a goal kick. Wan-Bissaka keeps it in. Oh, Gabriel gets it. Bowen picks it up. Though, chance here. Bowen goes down the right. Crosses it to Somerville, but it's been headed away by Timber. And it's a throw-in out of corner for West Ham. Right in that corner. Good play by Wan-Bissaka. Gabriel was just shielding it out, and Wan-Bissaka sort of waited until it was the time to strike and just put his leg round and hooked it back in. Bowen didn't have much options. A half-decent ball in. Good play by the referee to not give a free kick for Somerville trying to kick it. And we've got a throw-in right in the corner, which Wan-Bissaka takes and gives it to Paqueta, but Rice clears, Paqueta blocks it, Bowen flicks it down, and it's Paqueta, but it's well high. It was a very ambitious effort from Paqueta. I'm not against it. When you get a half chance against Arsenal, or Man City, Liverpool, when you get a half chance, sometimes you've just got to go for it. Because if you're just going to wait until you get a clear, big opportunity, you might not get one. Showing us the replay of Timber there. Areola does well, actually, because it's sort of between his legs. How often do you see them go through their legs? But he gets down quickly to block the shot with both knees. Good save. Am I going to get Football Manager 26? No, I don't think my computer will cope with it, to be honest with you. I would like to, but not yet. Anyways, Arsenal on the attack now. Trossard has it, gives it to Eze, but it's blocked by Mavpanos. Hooked away by Wan-Bissaka. Arsenal pick it up. Rice picks it up. Magassa blocks his shot. It's quite high tempo, this game so far. There's a lot of action. We're now in our mid-block now, so we've sort of not abandoned the press, but we're just a little bit deeper, which makes sense. We're not going to have the energy to do what we're doing in the first few minutes. You've got to pick your moments, I think, to do that type of press. Arsenal just got on the halfway line between Gabriel, Rice, and now Eze's got it. Calafio's gone high and wide on the left, and Eze looks for him. And he might just keep this in. He does, but Magassa read it well, and he's clattered into Calafiori, and it's a free kick to Arsenal. He's just going to have a little word, the referee. He's not going to book him. He's made it quite obvious he's not going to book him. He was just a bit late, Magassa. It's not the end of the world. Right, Arsenal got a free kick. It's basically a corner, but a few yards on the pitch rather than in the corner, which Rice is going to take, and they're going to treat it like a corner, I think. Oh, please. Right, come on, boys. This is your first test. They're all in and around Areola. Rice takes a free kick, headed away by Mavpanos. bounces in our box, but Bowen sees it out for a referee's giving a goal kick. I thought it was a corner, but the referee's giving a goal kick. Happy days. Well done, Mavpanos, who has gone down. He's not looking comfortable here, Mavpanos. I'm unsure what he's hurt. I think he's maybe just feeling sick. He's leaning over and spitting. Oh no, he's taking a... Oh yeah, oh, that's a big gash. His left eyebrow is pissing blood. Can only assume he's had a head collision there. Let's have a look. Ball comes in, he gets up early. Yeah, Calafiore heads it. Mavpanos sort of heads Calafiore's head. Brave defending. Has a gash. Keel say thank you very much for the £2 Gio's Football Manager Fund. I appreciate that. If you don't mind, I'll put it towards keeping the adverts off the next watch along, but I appreciate the support. Helps out a lot. And it's going to take a couple of minutes to get this sorted out. It's a big cut. Big gash. Massive gash. Man, you are beating Sunderland. Ugh. I thought Sunderland would win. Mark says, hope they can wrap him up and keep playing. He will. He'll be fine. It's just they've got to deal with the blood, that's all. And using that gel stuff to put, that you see these days, to stop the blood. Jeff having a word with Nuno. Mavpanos is fine. That's him. He's all ready to come back on now. He's all patched up, gelled up. ARSWHU, Mavpanos had a cut in the head. It's okay. It's nothing serious. It's dealt with now. Areola goes long with the goal kick. The game is restarted. Timber wins it. Jokeres picks it down, but Magassa, a little bit over-eager, plays it way too far forward, and Timber picks it up easily enough. Arsenal just building up slowly from the back at the minute. 12 minutes gone at the Emirates. Areola's had a save to make. That's it, really. Saka's coming forward down the right here up against Juice. Somerville's just giving him a bit of support, but it goes back to Timber. He's found Odegaard, who's in a nice bit of space here. No one really picking him up. But Mavpanos is back on the pitch now, so we're back to 11 players on the pitch. As Arsenal just building up down the right here with Odegaard. Saka's dragged Juve away. Saka's cut it back to Jokeres. And my word, that should be 1-0. I mean, to be fair, it should possibly be 1-0. Fulkrug missed a big chance, but wow, that's a bigger one. So Odegaard came down the right. He played it in behind Juve to Saka, who cut it across to Jokeres, and it just sort of bumbled between him and Areola, and it fell to Eze 6 yards out. Areola's on the deck, and Eze's managed to somehow just scoop it over the bar almost. It's a really bad effort from Eze. Luckily, but that should have been a goal. That's a sitter, that is. 1-0, sorry, not 1-0. 0-0 should be 1-0 Arsenal. Goal kick taken long. Rice picks it up though and hooks it forward towards Saka, but Juve wins it. Good play there by Fernandez. Got that ball from Juve and just gave it back to him in a bit of space. Looks for Somerville, intercepted by Timber. And West Ham have a throw in halfway into Arsenal's half down the left-hand side here. My word, that was a bad miss by Eze. Gone back with a throw in to Fernandez, who goes back to Areola. And he goes long towards Bowen, but nowhere near a West Ham player. And it's resulted in Wan-Bissaka giving Trossard a nudge, and it's a free kick to Arsenal on the halfway line. 14 minutes gone. Chances for both teams already. Arsenal retake the free kick here. And they come across slowly to the right-hand side, but Saliba changes up and gives it back to Calafiori. Keeps popping up in the central and midfield as you'd expect, which is causing Jared Bowen with a little bit of a problem. Do you go with Calafiori or do you stick in your position outright? And he's dropping in with Calafiori at present, which I think is possibly the right thing to do. Lovely play there by Calafiori to Odegaard, looking for Gyökeres, but Mavropanos does well. Not great by Wan-Bissaka though, and gets away with it, and it goes out for a goal kick to West Ham. Grouch, I agree with this. He says it's starting to settle in their favour. We're dropping deeper. Yeah, I think I agree with that. I think they're starting to feel a little bit comfortable, Arsenal. The game is starting to just settle down a little bit. Anyway, Fulkrug's won that flick on, but there was no one there, and Saliba picks it up. Bowen's got the ball now, though. Shields it from Calafiori, shakes them off, does really well there, Jared Bowen. Now Juve's got it. I want to see this. Juve and Somerville, we need to see them as much as possible. Fernandez currently has it, and he's given it to Somerville. Juve's in space on the left, but Somerville's going to struggle to get out to him. But Magassa does. Good play there by West Ham. We're just knocking about at the minute. Nothing too risky, but it's not a bad thing. We need to just get our foot on the ball a little bit. Right, Fernandez is just looking up, not much option, so he's having to just go short to Paqueta. Juve's in a little bit of space here in the left back position. Paqueta turns Odegaard really nicely there, but he sort of dallied on it, and we've got a free kick, maybe a generous free kick from the referee, but we've got one. We'll take it. Just inside Arsenal's half. We've gone back to Kilman with it. There's no big boys in the box, lump it long kind of thing here. We're just keeping possession when we get those free kicks. Arsenal pressing us though, like well, but Magassa's done good there. Bowen's got it into Wan-Bissaka, who goes past Trossard. Magassa's got it again to Bowen, who's going to try to take on Calafiori. Arsenal getting a little bit nippy, if you like, at some of our players. Colin, the best way to contribute is by joining our Patreon, but that's a monthly subscription thing, but you get additional content. We've got PayPal, link in description below. We've got the raffle. You can put in a super chat. There's lots of ways, but that's only if you want to contribute in that regard. You don't have to. This video is free. But answering your question, but I appreciate the sentiment anyway. Still 0-0, just coming up to 18 minutes on the clock at the Emirates. Arsenal have a throw-in down their left-hand side, inside their own half though, not in a position of danger. Calafiori takes and goes long, which Mavropanos wins, and Fernandez goes back to Kilman. We're a little comfortable for the last few minutes. Since Eze missed that chance, I think we've been the one getting the foot on the ball and just moving it about a little bit. But Arsenal are quite keen to press us. Nah, it's not the best ball by Areola, and it's gone out for a throw-in to Arsenal, which is taken quickly here. Rice has got it. Gone out to Timber. Odegaard's positioning sometimes is causing us a little bit of bother. He keeps dropping in behind Fernandez, but hopefully we'll get to grips to it. At the minute, he's got it in front of Fernandez, so we're okay. Gabriel stepped up and picked up the ball, trying to create an extra man for Arsenal in midfield. Saka's found himself against Somerville, not for the first time, but great defending by Somerville. Saka tried to skin him, and Somerville just stood up. He's come away with it. Good tackle by Odegaard. Paqueta backs him up really well, though, and Somerville's got it, and he's running at Rice now. He's gone out to the left to Paqueta. Got a little bit of space here. Paqueta's just slowing the game down so that his teammates can get up the pitch. He's up against Declan Rice, who's not trying to tackle him. And Paqueta plays off Saka, takes the throw in. Not a stupid thing to do, but there's a pause in play as Martin Odegaard is on the deck holding his knee. Unsure what happened there, but I think he just got skinned, to be honest with you. Watching the replay. Oh, they do hurt. Anyone that's played football will know. Do you know when your knee hits someone else's knee? It's not a foul. I mean, Odegaard tackled Somerville. It's a good tackle. But do you know when you just get your knee clanging someone else's knee? Oh, they do sting. I don't know how to describe it. For anyone that's not experienced the pain before, I don't know how to describe it, but it's up there with like stubbing your little toe. It's incredibly painful. There's no after a couple of minutes it wears off and you're fine. But for it's like eye-watering pain you can get sometimes when your knee hits another knee. Anyway, Paqueta's got the ball and Timber. I think he's. Oh, Odegaard's just kicked it out. I think he's proper injured. Yeah, he's gone back down. Odegaard. He got the ball there and he's just booted it out rather than try and continue to play. Zubimendi's doing a quick warm-up, but it looks like Odegaard's game is over. Turns out that pain doesn't wear it off. Kelsey said it hurts. Lee said it's a sharp pain. Noz is saying it's super bad. Yeah, I'm glad it's not just me. Dunkel said the funny bone of the leg is a bit like that, actually. Rex says, watch-alongs are a bonus for fans living overseas. Can't get any feeds to work, not even radio, so it wasn't for a watch-along. I'll be on the beach sweating and stressing. No problem. Thank you very much for joining me. Rancid watches the game on mute and listens to commentary here. That's very kind. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're a nice bunch in the live chat today, aren't you? What's got into you all? I'll tell you what, we're not losing yet. Maybe we're winning 1-0. Sorry, we're getting beat 1-0. I'm not sure the comments would be as kind. I'm kidding. This community is good. The community on Hammers chat has done a lot for me. A lot. Obviously we'll have a little story time. Story time, okay? I can give you a little story time. I was just going to talk about the community in a minute. James said he watches this stream on mute and watches the game. Brilliant. Love that. That's funny. I like that one, James. No, seriously though, the community's done a lot for me, especially the last 10 months now of my life have been very challenging, and the community's done a lot for me. They've got us through. We've had a lot of stuff happen in our life. With Grace, we got scammed, which it's not really a secret anymore. We got scammed for our house deposit, and a lot of you lovely, literally saved us buying a house. Anyway, game's underway now. Arsenal down to 10 for now, but I think it's Zubimendi's coming on. Jif just whacking into the back of Saka there, so it's a free kick to Arsenal just inside their half. Odegaard's come back onto the pitch, you'd imagine, just until Zubimendi gets ready. But he's back on anyway. Calafiore's got it in that sort of number 6 position he keeps picking up, and Ez's used the vacant space to pick the ball up from Gabriel and is now driving forward. Giving it to Declan Rice. Out to Saka. One-on-one with Juve down the right-hand side. But he goes back to Timber, into Rice, who Paqueta's putting under pressure and forcing him back to Saliba. There's little Fulcru can do, to be fair, pressing up front on his own with those two centre-backs. It's a difficult job. But we're doing well to just try and restrict Arsenal, make it difficult for them. Rice having to go over the top to Saka, but Juve does well. But Saka... Oh, it's offside. Oh, thank fuck. It was 1-0 for 2 seconds. Rice put a ball over the top for Saka. It was a good ball. Juve had to do something. Tried to hand it back to Areola. Didn't get enough on it. And Saka nipped in and scored. I'm just watching replay here. Yeah, he's offside. Good call, I know. Well played. I know we've got VAR and stuff, but... yeah, it's a difficult one for Juve to deal with, to be honest with you. Couple of warning signs. Anyway, goal disallowed. 0-0. Doesn't count, thank God. Areola takes a free kick and goes long, looking for Fulkrug, who does well to flick it on. Somerville flicks it on for Bowen, but Gabriel hooks it away, and Calafiori heads it on as well. Head tennis now. Another header, bloody hell. Rice brings it down and gives it to Timber, who tries to come forward a little bit, but didn't get his control bang on. Somerville seems to have been stuck in the number 10 position, so Paqueta's covering for him at the minute, and they've doubled up on Rice, who's gone through the two of them, but Fernandez comes over and tackles him. Well played, Fernandez. Good tackle on Declan Rice, and it's been cleared, and it's a throw in to Arsenal. Just on the halfway line, over on their right-hand side, Delino getting an offside call right is one of those things that I still get a little bit of satisfaction. You've got VAR to bail them out, but you know, when they call that, I think, well done, son. You've done your job right there. But because of VAR, I feel like it lowers the appreciation for the job linesmen do, or line women. Right, Gabriel comes forward with it here and gives it to Saka. They didn't really take advantage of Gabriel's one there, Arsenal. They're all pointing at the minute, Arsenal. They're just struggling to break us down. Trossard gives it to Eze in a minute, who's got Magassa chasing him. And he's gone back to Rice, who's getting plenty of the ball, but bar that opportunity for Saka, there's not loads on for him at the moment. Odegaard's got it. He's given it to Saka. Up against Juve. Cuts on to his left. Crosses it. Headed away by Max Kilman. Calafiori brings it down outside the box. Gives it to Rice. Odegaard are comfortably outside the box, though they're about 50 yards up the pitch here. Gabriel's got it now. Arsenal very comfortable in possession, enjoying lots of it, but not creating loads. We're looking comfortable defensively, West Ham. Calafiori picking up this space plenty in front of their defence. We haven't really got a plan for him at the minute, or maybe we do, and this is it. But he's not really causing much problems. But what it is doing is it's allowing Eze just to drift into some space. But Saka has it at the moment. He's looking for Gyökeres, but Kilman puts pressure on him and Juve heads it away, and Somerville gets brought down by Timber. It's a free kick to West Ham, and that's a very, very clever free kick from Somerville to win there, just to give our team a little bit of a breather. I agree with what Sweet FA is saying, and a couple of others, that Juve and Somerville need to get into the game. We're not really seeing that link up just yet, so I agree. I would like to see us getting the ball out to them a little bit more, trusting them, saying, go on then, run at Timber, see what you've got. Long free kick there. Gabriel and Fulkrug went down. Nothing given in either direction. And Arsenal come away with it with Eze. It goes back to Saliba. They're quite slow with a build-up, aren't they, Arsenal? It allows us just to get back in. 27 minutes on the clock here. Eze with a little dink for Saka, but Mavpanos intercepts it. Bowen gives it to Fulkrug, who gives it back to Bowen. He'll use this opportunity to try and run and get us up the pitch. And he's got us a throw in. Well played, Jared Bowen. That'll do. That's exactly what you want. Trossard whining like a little bitch that he is. He's one of those players I just really can't stand, Trossard. I just don't like him. Not quite Bruno Fernandes category, but he's up there. Anyway, we've taken it. Paqueta gives it to Magassa. Lovely feet by him. Back to Paqueta. And he'll go back to Kilman. Fernandez quite often sitting in between Kilman and Mavpanos when we're in possession, just so that he's there as an option. Kilman's come forward here, but he's done really well to give it to Somerville. And him and Juve are now 2-on-2 against Saka and Timber, and he gives it to Paqueta, who will swing this one in towards Fulkrug. Busy in there, and it goes over the top of everyone, and Trossard clears it. Mavpanos does fantastic against Gyökeres there. Brilliant from Mavpanos. Shrugs him off, wins the ball, moves it along, and Juve's got it out on the left. He'll cross this one, hits Timber, goes out for a throw into West Ham, and he takes it quickly. Oh, guess who's down? Martin Odegaard has gone down for the 5th time in the game. But Zubamendi's all warmed up. He's ready to go. The thing is, right, whilst he just needs to get off the pitch, and he is going off the pitch, I don't mind this. Odegaard going down, this disruption in play, I would argue actually helps us a little bit. It just kills the game, slows the game down. And while we're doing okay, I'm all for that. I want this game to be while it's 0-0, I want this game to be as interrupted as possible, just to stop any flow or momentum Arsenal have. We're not really going to build up much of that. We are probably going to look to get the ball, get forward, get the crosses in. We're going to be a little bit quicker with our attacks. So I'm okay with that. Anyway, the sub's done. Odegaard off, Zubimendi on, play is resumed, and it's gone back to Areola, who gives it to Max Kilman. So a little bit of jigging now for Arsenal, which I'll talk about in a second. Gabriel wins against Fulkrug, and Trossard goes back to David Raya. So that substitution means Zubimendi will just drop into that number 6 role. Declan Rice will push out into that left centre midfield role. And then it means Eze's come over to be the right-sided midfielder. So the midfield for Arsenal just had a little bit of a shuffle now with that substitution. And Zubimendi, I think he's a little bit quicker than Declan Rice in releasing the ball. So I think Arsenal are going to start to get a little bit quicker building up the play here. And he's quite influential already, Zubimendi. And it means that Declan Rice is now going to be further up the pitch. And Arsenal have a free kick just inside their own half. Folks were committing a foul there on Gabriel. I thought it was a little bit of a soft one for the referee to give, but yeah, I'm not sure that's a free kick. If that was the other way around, I don't think it gets given, but we carry on. Arsenal have the ball now with Trossard. Gives it to Calafiori. Great defended by Jared Bowen, who plays it off. Ah, brilliant. Well done. Well done. Trossard just flicked it past Wan-Bissaka. Calafiori was on the overlap, and it sort of gives him half a chance to get across him. But Bowen's seen it, read it really well, got there first, played off Calafiori, and got the goal kick. Superb play there by our captain. We're doing well defensively. We're doing well. Half an hour gone, Areola's had one save to make from Timber that I can recall, albeit as he should have scored an open goal. Anyway, long ball, Fulkrug flicks it on. Saliba heads that way towards Declan Rice, and it's down towards Calafiori, and Jared Bowen with a foul on Calafiori. Arsenal just moving the ball back now. Zubimendi's got it just inside the centre circle. He's looking for options, but there's not much of them, which is a compliment to West Ham. He's given it to Timber here, though, who's done a really good run. Magassa blocks the pass. Trossard's got it. He puts it into the box. Panos heads it away. Fernandez up against Trossard. Brings it down well, but he's held onto it too long, maybe. Arsenal win it back. Trossard's got it. He's running. He crosses it to Eze, who brings it down. He gives it to Saka. Overhit pass. Juve will close him down. Saka still got it just inside the box here. Scoops it in towards Gyökeres. Heads it. Blocked. Trossard blocked by Wan-Bissaka. We're defending here, West Ham. We're under the cosh. Arsenal just starting to turn the heat up. Calafiori gives it to Trossard. Calafiori in the overlap again, but this time Trossard ignores him. Great ball into Gyökeres, who looks for Declan Rice. Comes to Timber, and it's played backwards to Areola, who is he's picked it up, and Arsenal are looking for the back pass. And the referee saying no, it's a bit of one of those clearance ones, so just ignore it, which is good. Otherwise, that would have been an awkward free kick to defend. A bit heart in the mouth stuff defending there from West Ham, but we did okay. Wan-Bissaka with a couple of blocks. Apologies. I've still got this chesty cough from about 3 weeks ago. It ain't going anywhere. Arsenal had the ball just inside their own half. Declan Rice coming forward with it now. Gives it to Zubimendi. I think the Arsenal are just a little bit slicker now. Zubimendi's come on. It's out to Calafiori on the left. He goes backwards. We're doing well. I like what I'm seeing from us, though. We're going to have to defend these types of things against Arsenal. They're a good team, but that's what they're there to do, and they defended it well. Gabriel's coming forward here. He's giving it out to Trossard, who's seeing the ball a lot more now as he's moved. Puts the cross in. Panos heads it away. Magassa and Picasso sort of got in his way a little bit there. Timber's got it now. He gives it to Saka under pressure from Juve. It's still Saka. He gets his shot away, deflected by Juve, and it's a corner kick to Arsenal. And if I'm not wrong, this is the first corner we're going to have to defend. Now, Saka's gone down, potentially injured. I would not be disappointed. Oh, it does hit Magassa in the hand, that, actually. I'm just watching the replay. It's a high ball. Magassa's dealing with it. And then Paquet just sort of jumps towards him, and it puts Magassa off. And then the ball bounces, and as it comes up, it hits Magassa in the hand. And the referee didn't give it. VAR's not getting involved. Arsenal had the first corner. Someone in the crowd is calling Declan Rice a wanker, and he takes the corner. Areola punches it down. Eze, it's bouncing around. It's Trossard. Magassa's trying to get out to him. He blocks the cross, and it's another corner kick to Arsenal. Well played, Areola. Good punch on that. Well, I would say a good one. He got a punch on it. He did punch it to Eze, but I'm okay with that at this way, as long as Gabriel ain't winning it. Anyway, it's another Arsenal corner. Saka's going to take it. It's on the other side of the pitch. It's another in-swinger to deal with. Just looking at who's marking Gabriel. That's who I'm interested in. We've got two of them on him. Fernandes and Magassa on Gabriel. Not a bad tactic. And it comes from Saka. Hits Calafiori and goes back to Saka, who cuts it back to Eze, who dinks it. No, he doesn't. Gives it to Saliba. Back to Eze. Out to Zubimendi. To Rice. Wan-Bissaka forcing him backwards. Well played, Wan-Bissaka, and he's gone all the way back to David Raya. We've done well here. Well done, boys. This is the bit that we struggle to defend, though, this second wave of attack. We need to be a little bit careful. Somerville's practically playing left centre-back here because of Timber, and he's come out of there. Now the ball's gone to Timber. That's bad play. Timber looks for Gyökeres, cleared away by Wan-Bissaka. This ain't good. It's bounced. Calafiori flicks it down towards Timber. Juve puts him under pressure and clears it. Poku flicks it on. Only to Declan Rice. We're under the cosh again. We just need a little bit of a breather, West Ham. We just need to get on the ball and just get a throw in further up the pitch or something. Calafiori goes past Paquet. He's in the box here. Somerville puts the tackle in. Good tackle. And it's a goal kick to West Ham. And that's the one thing we're going to have to be careful of. I think we've just got a little bit of a warning sign there. Timber went into the West Ham's defensive line. And Somerville initially went with him. And I think it was Kilman told him to get out, basically. Kilman basically said, what are you doing there? Get out. So he did. But the problem was, no one was marking Timber. And it was just a simple ball into Timber, who was in between Kilman and Juve. So I think it was almost like bad play by Kilman and Somerville there. Usually in that circumstances, Juve moves over, don't you? But we don't have that at the minute. And it's happened a couple of times now. So we're going to have to be a little bit wary when Timber pushes up and sits in between Kilman and Juve. Is Somerville going or is Somerville passing him on? We need a plan there. Anyway, Saka has the ball at the minute. He's coming down the right-hand side. Paqueta's with him this time. It's a bad attempt at him. Zubimendi through ball to Eze. Saved by Areola. That's Declan Rice. Oh, piss off. It's 1-0 Arsenal. Rice has scored. A very muted celebration from him. Well, there is no celebration. He just jogged. It was maybe coming, to be fair. I think there's been a few warning signs. Fucking hell. Just watching this here. Saka got it. Juve went out to him. Fernandes is trying to mark Eze, but he's not the best at it. It's that bit of the pitch again. Fernandes isn't really watching Eze. That's what's caused us the goal. It's a good save from Areola. Pushes it out, but unfortunately it falls to Declan Rice. It's a good finish by him. Anyway, 5 minutes till half time. Magassa tackles Gyökeres, gives it to Paqueta, who gives it back to Juve, who's lost it to Saka, and Saliba's got it. Timber's on the move. Somerville's chasing him, and he does really well there, Somerville. Throw into Arsenal. It's a little bit of the like the Potter Lopeteguiitis thing. This that if you ask a team to defend for so long, you're maybe asking for trouble a little bit here, and they've scored now. Can we get back into the game? And we did against Everton, but it was hard not to listen to what Adam said, which is when you go behind with Nuno, forget it kind of thing. It's going to be difficult to see us getting back into this game, though. There's a significant difference between playing Arsenal and playing Everton. Saying that, Somerville's giving it to Paqueta. We've got a throw in just inside our half on the left. Come on, boys. This is the test here. It's a different test now. Don't let your heads drop. Do what you did against Everton. Have that attitude. And don't let it become 2 or 3 pretty quickly. We've gone long to Fulkrug, who's putting him under a little bit of pressure, but there's just no support around him whatsoever there, and Calafiori picks up the loose ball. And Fulkrug's just getting a little bit annoyed because of the lack of support. He won the ball, but there was just no one to play it to. And Zubimendi picks it up here, and he's getting a little bit of space inside his own half. Out to Trossard. Rice is on the move, but Mavpanos comes over and covers well, and it's a throw in to West Ham. No, it's not. It's a throw into Arsenal. I thought Mavpanos played it off Rice. Obviously not. Calafiori will take the throw in. He's got the towel. He tried that the other night. He got told no. The referee came over and took it off him. Anyway, potential long throw coming from Calafiori. Well, it will be a long throw. I'm looking at it now. There's no one short. Goes long. Headed away by Max Kilman. Rice heads it into the box. Away by Magassa. Fernandez flicks it on further. Gyökeres is down, holding his head. Fulkrug goes over the top of Eze, and it's a free kick to West Ham. Eze did a bit of the Harry Kane thing where you stick your arse out. .42 minutes on the clock. I think it's just about getting to half time now at 1-0. Get back in. G the boys up, make a couple of subs. Gyökeres, that is embarrassing, man. He's down holding his face as if he's been punched, and he literally just like put his head into Kilman's forearm. That was it. Get on with it, you pussy. This is what Arsenal do, I suppose. They all just take their turn, wasting time a little bit. Now they're winning. Anyway, Kilman's gone long, looking for Somerville. Raya collects it. Thomas saying no outball at the minute. Couldn't agree more. When we do get the ball back, there's not much on. You can see Fulkrug, he's just telling Paqueta to go press, and he's not. But I don't think it's Paqueta that should be pressing. I think it's, well, at the time it was Somerville that should have been going to Timber. But Arsenal just playing it around at the back at the minute happily. Calafiori's got it. It's gone out to Eze. Saka's got it now. I think Fulkrug's starting to get a little bit pissed off. I think he's having a complaint at Nuno now, basically saying what the hell. He's about 20 yards out of position, Fulkrug. His body language is not the best this second. Anyway, Zubimendi's got it just inside their own half. Ross, no, Declan Rice didn't celebrate. He scored, good goal, and he just sort of jogged behind the goal after he scored. He didn't wave or nothing. There was nothing. You wouldn't have told. It was like he was jogging back to defend a corner or something. Anyway, Arsenal just playing keep ball in their own half at the minute. they're inviting us on. They're setting the trap. They're trying to get us up the pitch, and it's working because Somerville's chasing it all the way back to the keeper here. Now Timber's completely unmarked, and the ball's going to go out to Timber, and it does, and he's now got acres of space to travel into. Somerville's fell for that a little bit. He's out the game. Timber's giving it into Declan Rice. It goes down. A bit of a dive, actually, there from Declan Rice. Kilman plays it forward. Somerville tries to bring it down. He does really well there. Not an easy ball there to deal with. It's a bit scrappy, but Calafiori comes away with it. Coming up to the 45th minute, there'll be a few minutes added on because of the Odegaard multiple inch stoppages. Zubimendi's got it. Arsenal just being patient. They're just wanting us to go to them still. Hopefully we don't fall for it again. But we're going to have to do something because they're happy to just play it around at the back here. But I think the best thing to do is just get it in at 1-0 at half time and just try and come up with plan B, really. Rice is travelling forward with it now. He's giving it to Trossard, who's up against Wan-Bissaka. 1-on-1. A bit of space for him to go 1-on-1. He's looking for Eze, but Fernandes nicks it, giving it straight away, though. 5 minutes added on. Fernandes has fouled Gabriel, and it's a free kick to Arsenal out on their left-hand side. A couple of our players are starting to get a little bit frustrated with the lack of ball, with the score. We're not really stringing any passes together. The stats will be on the screen in a second. I think we might need we'll have a look and see what the possession is. I'd imagine it'll be about 70-30. We are just struggling to do much with it as well when we do get it. Yeah, 73-27. 27% possession we've had. Bloody hell. Anyway, Declan Rice will swing this one in. I can see Saliba, Gabriel and Jokerez at the back post. Calafiori at the front post. Calafiori flicks it on. It's been cleared away. On his far as Trossard, who dinks it back in. Falls through to Saka, who's one-on-one with Juve. Saliba's helping him. There's no one on Saliba at all here, but Saka doesn't use him. Cuts in and shoots. Magassa blocks it. Fernandes picks it up, gives it to Juve, who might try and go for a little run. And that's a bad tackle. That is a bad tackle by Calafiori. How's the referee not booking him? That is a booking minimum. That was late. If Mrs. Gio's period was as late as that tackle by Calafiori, we're having another kid. Actually, on other replays, it perhaps wasn't. Yeah, no, that is a bad tackle. I'm not having that. That's a booking all day, every day. He's had a warning. That's not a warning. That's a booking. Stonewall booking. That's fuck off, ref. It's difficult enough as it is playing Arsenal without the referee not giving you everything that you deserve. Anyway, Ariel takes a free kick long. Calafiori, who should have been booked, heads it away. Calafiori, who should have been booked, kicks it away down. Fernandes flicks it forward. Fulkrug knocks it down to Somerville. It's back towards Fulkrug, who's got it here. He gives it to some. Oh, they've done well there, Arsenal, to defend that. There was Wan-Bissaka. That's just pathetic, man. Just calm down. There's no need to do that. He's just completely... Wan-Bissaka got the ball under no pressure whatsoever. He just swiped at it and it's gone straight to Raya. But had he paused, there was 3 or 4 options for him there. There was no need to just swing at that like that. He's just panicked. Come on, man. Raya's just stood with the ball. He's waiting for Fulkrug and now he's picked up and he's going to roll it out to... Yeah, there he goes. Sorry, Fulkrug, mate, but you're just going to have to put up with that for now because we need to get to half-time without conceding a goal here. Still a couple of minutes to go. Rice has got it. Magassa's pressuring him. Forces him backwards. He's got it back again. He gives it to Calafiori, who should have been booked. Who's got the ball, and he goes back now to Zubimendi. Fulkrug, oh, unlucky. Nearly nicked it off him. Saka's being pressed by Juve, who goes to Zubimendi, who's coming forward with it quite confidently. Rice is picking up that spot out on the left, as he does when he plays this role. Bowen's chasing him. Timber's got it now. Arsenal will just go backwards. They've got no interest in trying to score the second one before half-time. Famous last words, but they look quite comfortable and happy just playing it around. Trossard's got it. Goes back to Saliba. Quite a few RR players are starting to show frustrated body language. Magassa there swinging his arms around, just a bit frustrated. Saka's cutting inside here. We're going to have to be careful. He gives it to Timber. It goes down. It comes to Calafiori. Hits the post. Hits Ariola in the bum. Mavropanos clears it. Fucking hell. Come on, boys. Quite a few warning signs here. A lot of last gasp, last ditch tackling in blocks going on from us. You could say we defended it well because they didn't score, but I think we're stretching it, calling it that. Anyway, Arsenal have got a long throw to take here, which Rice is going to take. This will be the last action of the half. As the 5 minutes is up, Rice takes the long throw, and it's headed away by Juve back towards Declan Rice. He swings it in, headed away by Juve, and it goes to Calafiori at the back post, and referee will blow for half time. Nice one, ref. Normally lets that attack happen. Half time, Arsenal 1. West Ham 0. Just want to say thank you to 3 people. Thank you to Tony for the £10 super chat. Thanks for the support, Tony. I appreciate it a lot. SWK saying, guys, hype the video, like it, subscribe, give Gio, Gons and the team as much love. Thank you, SWK. And Harry saying, we appreciate you, Gio, through thick and thin. Thank you, Harry. And I think that was when I was just talking about the community back then. Right, get your thoughts into the live chat. What do you think of the first half? You can discuss tactics, the game, a certain player, what you want to see happen at half time. Well, actually, more about what you think, not what you want to see. What you think about the first half. Let's get your comments on the screen. I'll have a little chit chat and then we'll talk about what you want to do now. So let me know what you think about the first 45 minutes, please. And while you're here, if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe, and also please do drop a like on the video as well. We've got 600 likes so far. We could get 1,000 likes. That would be fantastic. 1,500 of you watching. Thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate it. James is saying, imagine what the score would be if Potter was still in charge. Well, how many corners have they have? Divide it by 2, and that's how many more they would have scored. Sam saying, am I the only one that hates Füllkrug? He's useless. I've seen a lot of criticism for Füllkrug. Paul here says it as well, which is he offers nothing. Bowen should be playing up front with his pace. And someone had said Magassa was playing well, but I've missed it now. But anyway, Magassa's playing well, according to a subscriber. Paul said, they're just a lot better than us, better players at home, fairly standard stuff. Michael, if we lose every goal, kick a long ball, what's the point in Füllkrug being there? We need someone who can close down quicker up top. I would put Marshall in. Ben also thinks Füllkrug is useless. Pitch saying not great, but they're just so much better than us. Chris saying Juve is not a defender. John saying we're 1-0 down. It should have been more, so I guess that's a positive. Hasib saying I blame the board and Sullivan. We should have got a striker. I can completely agree with that. Dill, Madike, Paqueta off, and Fernandez into the attacking midfield role. Who would you bring on? We'll discuss that in a second. Jonathan saying West Ham have had the same issue for years. Striker that is just a lump up front. Jamie went as expected. Like see Callum Marshall put some pressure on their back line. Ryan thinks it was good. Defending was really good. Arsenal is probably the best in the league right now, so I'll take it. We defend like this every game. If we defend like this every game, we'll be brilliant. Carpet saying Saka has Juve on toast, although that's not his comment. That's Mr. Pickles' comment, who says Juve and Kilman exposed on their side. Warning signs were clear. Paqueta has got to get tighter, but Füllkrug, useless outlet, can't hold up. No presence, no challenge. A lot of criticism for Füllkrug from the live chat, which, by the way, I understand. I'm not going to say anything of the opposite. What you're saying is exactly as expected, defending well, but no attacking threat. I'll tell you what issue I've got. We're going to have to get the tactics board out. Do we want some tactics board? If we want some tactics board, we will bring it out, and I'll tell you what's concerning me. Zanussi saying the ball between fullback and centre-back on our left is working. That's what's concerning me. I was speaking about that during the game. Let me try and get the tactics board up. If you just give me a second, I'm going to have to load it up and get it prepped. And then we'll have a little look at the tactics board. So bear with me for 1 second. Let me get some Arsenal counters on the board and get some West Ham counters on the board, and then we'll flick over and get the tactics board out. Right, so there we go. Beautiful stuff. Right then, Skizzle says yes to tactics boards. That's enough for me. We're going to get the older. Lou says the clock's go. Oh, bloody hell, that bloody clock. Half-time. Sorry, let me just adjust my massive clock. There we go. Massive clock has been adjusted. Andrew said we look terrified of them. I agree with that one. Ian saying put Potts in the middle and Paqueta up front. Chris saying we kept our shape and defended pretty well. That's a positive. Someone with pace up front is obviously needed. Joshua saying Fulkrug's so isolated, having to bring balls down 2v1 against two of the best centre-backs. This is where we need Prime and Antonio. See, I can agree with everything. Nick saying Arsenal growing in confidence is because Arsenal know we offer nothing up front. I'm going to switch to the tactics board now because there's something I just want to have a quick chat about, if you don't mind, because it's concerning me, and Zanussi's touched on it as well. So if I just click on here, there we go. We've got the tactics board. So this is how we're set up in our sort of 4-3-3. It's how Arsenal set up in their 4-3-3 as well. I mean, it's not quite like this, is it? But what's concerning me is I don't have the names. It'll take too long. But this is Max Kilman. This is Juve. This is Saka. And we are sat back quite deep. Let's be perfectly real here. We're sat right back here. Arsenal pushed us all the way back. Zubimendi's very influential. And Calafiori's dropping up into this position as well, dragging Jared Bowen in there. Zubimendi's in there. So anyway, it looks a bit like this. You get what it looks like. The bit that's concerning me here is Somerville. Timber keeps coming into this area. So this is Timber. And he's coming in between Kilman and Juve. And it's bringing Somerville back with him. And on one occasion, I've seen Kilman say to Somerville, you shouldn't be here. And he probably shouldn't. But when we're winning the ball back, our threat on the counter-attack is stuck in the defensive line at times. So we don't want we want Somerville here. So when we win the ball back, we can break with Somerville. So that's preventing us. But on the occasion Somerville came forward, that ball went straight into Timber and he ended up having that shot. So it's difficult. And then when Timber's not going in there, as we've seen, because Eze's moved, I actually think the substitution's done Arsenal wonders, because it's meant that Declan Rice, as he often does, Calafiori comes in here and Declan Rice will push out here, and it's causing us a little bit of bother. But their goal came from Eze. Eze went into that space, and Fernandes was just not really aware of him. That ball got played into Eze. Fernandes was taken out of the game. But the gap between Kilman and Juve is where they're really hurting us, I think, Arsenal, and they're going to continue to do so as well. Anyway, there you go. That's my chat. That's my welcome to Geo Chat. Welcome to Geo Tactics Board, my wish.com Monday Night Football. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully it made sense. And also thank you to Stephen. Thank you for doing ad-free watch-alongs. Geo, much better than TV commentary. It's only ad-free because of people like Stephen. Thank you for the super chat. And because of the super chats today, there will be no adverts during the videos. The video for the Brentford watch along. There you go. Mark said, you lot stop moaning. If Potter's still in charge, we'd be 6 down by now. I don't think anyone's moaning about the fact that Potter's gone, though. Paul saying Magassa left Rice with too much space. I think it's difficult. I think when you're defending like that in Magassa's role, I think it's difficult. You're naturally drawn to the ball. And put it this way. If Magassa was next to Rice and the ball dropped and someone else got it, you'd be like, oh, why is Magassa not? I don't blame Magassa for the goal. I blame Fernandes, but I don't blame Magassa. Ian saying, great insights, presumably doing tonight by yourself. Yeah, it's just me. It's just me. Gonzo's watching the game. Frankie might be in the live chat. I don't know. But he's watching the game with his boy. Right, Chris is saying Magassa's miles off the standard, slow in the brain and on the ground. I don't think he's playing too bad, Magassa. I thought he was doing okay, personally. But who knows? Everyone's going to have different evaluations of people. Nick saying YouTuber, commentator, and tactics board expert. Hey, hang on a minute. Chat nonsense on YouTube and a chat nonsense with a tactics board. It's still the same thing. Harry saying our next striker should have his own teeth as a minimum requirement. Clayton saying Paqueta off, Guilherme on. Juve is no full back. He's stretched. At a stretch, he's a wing back. He's a winger naturally. Jack Mate saying we've been all over them. And for those that don't know, Jack Mate, he's a sarcastic bugger and he likes a little bit of winding people up. So do not bite. Mortar saying nobody's played well. We've been set up to make sure we don't concede a big number, but it's just awful. Yeah, I think we're set out to just try and keep a clean sheet. It's not worked. I think Mavropanos has played all right. I think Kilman's played okay, but that gap between him and Juve, I don't like it. Wan-Bissaka's had his moments. I think Magassa's had his moments. I think Bowen's working hard, but anonymous. We'll talk about what to do in just a second. Matty, can you give us a shout out to my 6-year-old Jackson, sitting here in his Bowen shirt, cheering on the boys. Jackson, hello, hope you're enjoying the game. Don't give up supporting West Ham, but when you're older, you will blame your dad for supporting West Ham, and that's okay. I'd like to say it gets better. It probably doesn't. Mark saying, not you, Gio. I'm talking about a few on here, that's all. Fulkrug had a chance, but it's normal, nothing from it, but he's been held. So why not a penalty? You're not chatting bollocks, Mark. I just think a little bit of physicality in the box is okay. Football's a contact sport. I think that's good defending. Just putting him off, restricting him, but not doing too much to foul him. I think it's really good defending by Saliba, personally. Ben thinks Magassa looks miles better. Thunderclip saying, everyone's moaning about Fulkrug. What about Fernandes? Hasn't done anything. I agree. I don't think Fernandes has been great. I think he's trying to get on the ball, but he's not being the most influential. And I think defensively, I think he was caught out for their goal. Paul, thank you for the support and £5 super chat. Fuck the unnamed betting company. Much love, Gio and Hamish chat. Marshall must be able to offer more than Fulkrug. Let's talk about that then. What we're going to do? What changes do we want to see? Chat, get involved. Let me know what you would like to see at halftime. Will you make any changes? Will you stick with it? I would make changes because if we continue as we are, I think we go 2-0 down at some point, right? I think they will score again. So I think we're going to have to do something to try and cause a little bit of a threat. We continue as we are, I think we'll concede. Continue as we are, I don't think we score, right? So that's a bad combination. I would make 3 changes, right? I think. Yeah, I would make. Let me talk about this. Fuck it. Let's get it back. Let's get it back because it's going to be difficult to explain, right? So if I click on, I want my names. There we go. Right. Somerville, Guilherme, no. Mavropanos, yes. Juve, yes. But he's going up there. Somerville's going over there. Wilson, you're not coming on the pitch. No 50 grand for you. Mavropanos and Hermansen, you're not in the team. Mavropanos and Kilman, stay where you are. Ward-Prowse, sorry, you're left back. Unfortunately for you, it's left back in London. Arsenal's in London as well. That was a bad joke. That was a crap joke, weren't it? Right, okay, so let me build my team. Who do I need? Bowen. Wan-Bissaka. Potts, where are you? You're down at the bottom somewhere, aren't you? Magassa, you're staying on. Potts, where are you? Fernandes, maybe. Pottsy. Where's Potts? What number is he? 30. 32. There we go. Right. So in the second half, this is how I'm lining up in the second half. I'm building it as we go. Magassa and Potts. I need a left back, don't I? That's okay. I've got Walker-Peters. Wan-Bissaka. Ariola's in goal. I'm not bringing him on. How much is that? 4-2. Oh, Fulkrug, you're coming off the pitch. But I'm going Jared Bowen up front. So I need another player. Fernandes. That's my team. That's how I'd line up the second half. So I'm bringing on Walker-Peters. I'm moving Juve left wing. Moving Somerville onto the right. Putting Bowen up front. and I'm bringing Potts into midfield. So whatever subs that is. So I'm bringing off Paqueta. I'm bringing off Fulkrug. And I think that's it. 4-3-3 in the second half. That's how I would line up in the second half. Anyway, that's why I'm just a gobby Scotsman on a webcam that chats nonsense. There you go. Right, back to the normal studio. That's how I would do it. Go ambitious. Get you further forward. Somerville, the reason I put Somerville on the right, by the way, is so that he's then going down the line and crossing it rather than trying to cut in. I think a couple of times he's wiggled his way into a congested area, so that's why I would do that one. But the truth is, I don't really know. But that's what I would do. Be a little bit brave. Be brave. I want to see a manager that said, I'm going to try and get a draw here rather than keep it 1-0. But I think that's what he's going to do. And also, thank you, Mandan. Oh, crap. Hang on. Let me get my clock ready. Mandan, thank you very much for the £5 super chat. If Moyes was manager for the first half, fans would be fuming with him. Hopefully, we won't turn into this type of team once again. Do you know something? I agree with that comment from Mandan. I think that's a very fair comment. Anyway, kick-off coming up at the Emirates. I'm looking at Eze scratching his head at the minute. My stream's on the blink. It's gone green. What's happened? I don't know what's happened. Why is it gone green? Here we go. Kickoff is underway at the Emirates. Arsenal 1, West Ham 0. Hopefully we can get something out of this one. Is the clock up and running? The clock's up and running. We're all good. Max says, I agree. Just want us to be brave. If we lose, we would have done so already. Give us something to get behind. There we go. Anyway, Arsenal were looking for a penalty, but Juve comes forward with it. Gives it to Paqueta, who's surrounded by Arsenal players and loses it, but sort of wins it back, and he goes back to Fernandes. No, there's been no substitutions at half-time. I can see Fulkrug up front. I can see Magassa, Wan-Bissaka. No subs at half-time from West Ham. But he's gone out to Bowen on the right-hand side, who's coming forward with it. A little bit of space. Fernandes is still dropping deep, trying to get on the ball. But West Ham playing around at the minute. Juve's got it. Into Somerville. Arsenal sitting off a little bit, letting us have the ball here. Magassa's got in, gone out to Juve. Somerville's ahead of him. Still Somerville. He's cutting inside. It's blocked by Saliba. Wan-Bissaka's got it out to Jared Bowen, he's crossed it, but it's too close, too front post, and it went through to David Raya. Not enough on it. A little bit better play there by West Ham, though. I'm just looking at the penalty shouts here. Saka played it through. Nah, I'm not having that. It might have hit Panos in the hand, but his hand was on his chest. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was the trailing arm, weren't it? Nah, that's a natural position for me. Do one. Right, Arsenal just building up from the back here, just inside their own half. Gabriel and Saliba just playing around at the back. Fulkrug's on Zubimendi, which is different. Whether anyone's interested in that, I do not know. But he was chasing the centre-backs in the first half. But he's just there when the centre-backs had the ball. He was just stood on Zubimendi, just trying to prevent them from being able to play it into midfield. No Callum, no changes for either team. The graphic will change. This thing here will change. When there's a sub, it automatically does it. I don't have to do anything. It's too fancy. I never really do look at the player ratings, do I? They're saying everyone's playing average. There's no bad ones or good ones for West Ham, according to the stats. Right, Saliba coming forward with it. And it's still Saliba coming forward with it. The problem with Fulkrug on Zubimendi is that Saliba's able to just glide past him. Ross, how was Wan-Bissaka? Just in his normal right back role, but he's been okay. A couple of good moments, a couple of iffy moments, but a lot of okayness from Wan-Bissaka so far. Arsenal just building up slowly. Saliba gives it to Timber, who's out on the right-hand side, who gives it back to Saliba. A few players in the box for Arsenal, including Declan Rice. Saliba's put it in there and Kilman heads it away. Fulkrug flicks it down to Paqueta, who doesn't have the pace to break away here, so he's just trying to hold on to the ball. Surrounded by Arsenal players. He's done really well there, actually. Held off Timber, Saka and Eze, and he gave it to Somerville, sorry. Fernandes goes back to Kilman. So now we're just trying to hold on to the ball a little bit. Kilman's looking up, but there's nothing ahead of him that he likes, so he's dribbling out with it, and he's lost it here, and Arsenal might break with our centre-back out of position. Gyökeres has got it, he's running into the box. Mavpanos, well defended. Well done, Mavpanos. He was under pressure a little bit there, because Kilman, to be fair to Kilman, he's looking up, and there's nothing on, so he's sort of forced into, like, dribbling with it. Then he loses it. Magassa does well, actually. Looking at the replay, as soon as Kilman moves, Magassa drops in to the space that Kilman had left a little bit, just so that we weren't completely exposed. Declan Rice with a corner. Please do not concede. We've still got Magassa and Fernandes on Gabriel. Rice whips it in. Areola with a much better punch on it there. It comes out to Saka, blazes it high and wide. I wonder if Fernandes watched the opposition prediction. Did any of you watch the opposition prediction? Probably not. It's on Patreon. It only gets about 15 views a week. I enjoy doing them too. But anyway, in the video I said I'd like to have two of us on Gabriel and one of them should just dive. And Fernandes did it. I think Fernandes watches it. Anyway, we've taken a goal kick short. Now Kilman's dribbling out from the back. Bloody hell, man. Oh, and he's just had to sort of clear it there and it's gone through to Raya. What on earth was that? Brr. What's going to Kilman? Our halftime talk has said, Kilman, fancy dribbling it out from the back. That's a good idea. I'd like to stop it now. That's a great ball by Trossard to Rice, who's got in behind. Who puts it across Gyökeres. Another warning for West Ham. Juve clears it. Timber flicks it down. Zubimendi gets it. It's too easy for Arsenal. Fulkrug pinched it. Has to go back to Fernandes, who gives it to Magassa. And he's giving it straight to Saka and then won it back, but it's a throw into Arsenal. Come on. That was a good chance for Gyökeres. It was a lovely ball by Trossard over the top for Rice, who put a nice ball in the corridor of doom, as I call it, in between your centre-backs and your goalkeeper, so you can't really touch as a defender. And luckily, neither did Gyökeres. Trossard looking for Calafiori. Bowen's tracked him. Corner kick. Good defending there by Jared Bowen. Chasing Calafiori back. Come on, boys. It's a continuation of the first half, I think, really. I'm afraid to say. We went in at half-time under the cosh a little bit and we've come out and it's continuing. And they've gone short with this corner, but they've worked it really well to Trossard, who goes past Mavpanos, and Paqueta blocks a shot. We need to wake up here. Arsenal is just starting to pull us out and getting a lot of joy down their left, our right, which they weren't really doing in the first half. They've gone short again. Eze gives it to Zubimendi, gives it to Saka, who's outside the box, who gives it back to Zubimendi, who's looking up. And to Trossard, to Rice. The big boys are still in the box. Rice whips it in, hits Bowen on the arse and comes out to Zubimendi. They reload their crossing gun. Rice has got it. To Trossard. There's not really anyone in the box for Arsenal. They're all coming back into the box. Trossard puts it in. Areola with an easy catch. Come on. Kilman looks for Somerville. Timber gets it. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. We're not doing anything here. It's just been 8 minutes of us watching us getting battered. Arsenal are just queuing up. Honestly, just like a load of blokes have seen the Bonnie Blue van pull up and thought, do you know what? I'll get in the queue. I fancy a bit of this. That's what's happening. They're all just lining up outside our box. Timber stood next to Jokeres in a minute. Was Somerville. Somerville's now in the left centre-back position, which we discussed at half-time. Bowen's won it, but Somerville's now having to get out from a centre-back position. We need to sort this out a little bit. We can't have Somerville playing left centre-back. Timber is an excellent player, and he's a very clever player, but we need to have a plan to allow Somerville to pass Timber on so he doesn't have to go stand next to Max Kilman. We just got the ball there, and Somerville's centre-back. Anyway, Somerville's got it now because we had a free kick, and he's now running at the Arsenal defence. He's seen Wan-Bissaka. It was the right idea, but it's hit Declan Rice, and Saka has it now. And he goes back to Timber, and Arsenal will start their next attack again. I think we're under pressure, but a lot of it's self-inflicted now. We're going to need to do better. Gabriel out to Trossard. Wan-Bissaka's chasing him. Fulkrug just stood on Zubimendi. Now, it's sort of working. Zubimendi was very influential in the first half when he came on. But what it does mean is that Gabriel and Saliba are just passing it between them with no pressure on them whatsoever. I think this is where I'm hoping the gaffer's got a sub planned at least. They're just working it down the left now, Declan Rice. Magassa's sort of a bit too keen there. Rice has skinned him and is taken off across the pitch. It's not fun, this, boys. Arsenal just playing it around at the minute. They're just waiting. Juve just shoved Saka over. A couple of our players I think they're going to get a little bit frustrated. Yeah, I agree with Chris say that Fulkrug's so deep, Arsenal can just move a centre-back sort of into midfield, really. We've really gone in on Fulkrug man marking Zubimendi. The thing with Somerville, a couple of times he's got the ball, and I think it's maybe a tactic rather than anything else. He keeps coming inside with it, but I'd like to see him go down the outside, try and take Timber on. Rice is going to take this. It's quite a deep free kick, but the big boys are up along the box. They're all at the back post, and we're not really marking the back post at the minute. Rice goes in there, but it's headed away by Kilman again. Trossard picks it up and goes back to Rice. Somerville and Bowen are pushed up and forced them backwards. Raya goes long. Gabriel's still up there. He's got it. He gives it to Trossard. Calafiori. Eze on the edge of the box. He's looking to try and get half a yard. Goes out to Timber. Saka comes short. Picks it up. Bad touch by Saka. But he skins Somerville and it's a free kick to Arsenal. Ah, that's a harsh booking. Yeah, maybe it is. I don't know. But when you don't book Calafiori and you book Somerville for that, maybe it is a yellow card. But I think when you don't book Calafiori, I don't think you can be handing that yellow card out. It's just a winger's tackle. You know what I mean? It's one of them. He puts his leg in. It's a bit clumsy, a bit lazy, a bit tired. Come on, Nuno. You're going to have to do something, mate. Otherwise, it's going to be 2-0. Rice goes short with a free kick. Saka's got it. Fernandes tackles him. And Fernandez has done really, really well there. Gives it to Jufu, just hooks it away, but there's no one to clear it to. So he's just like knocked it down the line. Zubimendi's picked it up, and Arsenal just coming back at us. We need to change this. We need to change this quick. There might be subs coming. I don't know. I don't have any commentary. I don't know what the commentators are saying. Obviously, they'll be able to see if there's anyone warmed up for that. Trossard goes long, looking for Gyökeres, who's barely had a sniff all game, and Mavropanos beats him to that one as well. Trossard gives it to Zubimendi. Looks for Saka, but Juve wins it. And he goes down and wins a free kick. A cheap free kick for Arsenal to give away, but I'm not complaining. Wan-Bissaka might find himself in a little bit of trouble here, because that was quite late on Trossard, who's still down, squealing. It was one of those when the ball's up high, so when you go in with it, your studs are showing. So yeah, Trossard, you could say, kicks Wan-Bissaka's foot. It's a sore one anyway. Studs on the top of your foot. Not nice. See, Troy says this, 1-0 and we still in it. I agree, scoreline-wise, right? Hammer down under. I sort of agree with this as well. We're defending okay, but there's just no outlet, so we're always under the pump. Oh, there is a sub. Potts is coming on from Magassa. So Magassa's going off, and oh, there's another one. Marshall's coming on for Fulkrug. Go on. Oh, I'm loving this. Yes, well done, Nuno. Magassa off. I think he's had a good game. Potts and Marshall coming on. Oh, I love this. Love this. I'm up for it now. Marshall's going to chase absolutely everything up front. Come on, Callum. This is your chance. And Potts, both of them have got an opportunity, but come on, Callum Marshall. Let's do an impulsive bet giveaway. Callum Marshall. Actually, I'm not going to give them... If this happens, I'm keeping the money. I'm not going to lie. Callum Marshall to score the next goal. Unrealistic, I know, but you've got to, haven't you? Just in case. Love that from Nuno, not going to lie. Saka's now bitching about something, I don't know what. Fernandez bumped him. Leave it out, mate. Leave it out. Right, come on, Callum. I'm buzzing for this. Potts and Marshall in the team. I like it. Get into the channels. Let Marshall run on into it. Physically, he's got no chance, Marshall. So you got to get away from... You cannot let Marshall have a physical contest up front, right? He's not going to win anything. So you got to put it down the channels and let Marshall turn it into a bit of a race and see if he's quick enough. Which I think he might be. Come on, boys. Half an hour to go at Emirates. Still 1-0. Pause in play at the minute due to Saka's bitching. Bloody hell, taking a while. Oh, Michael, thank you. Says video game control. Oh, it's a sticker. Sorry, it doesn't work on this software. I can see it. It's got a little computer gamepad. It says critical hit. It's nice and jazzy. I like that. But Michael, thank you very much for the $5, the support. Thank you. I appreciate it. I think everyone else watching appreciates it because it means there's no adverts. Come on, boys. I want a Marshall goal. Callum Marshall scores next. I'm going to have a chippy tea. Can never be arse cooking on a Saturday. Is it just me or is anyone else the same? Saturday can never be arse cooking. I enjoy it Monday to Friday. Sunday, so. But on a Saturday, you just cannot be bothered. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Don't know why. But anyway, chippy tea because it's the cheapest takeaway option there is if Callum Marshall scores first. Next. Come on, Callum. Right then, Arsenal have restarted. 63 minutes on the clock here. Max Kilman has just sort of pushed Gyökeres over. It's a free kick to Arsenal. Bit of a soft one, that, from the referee. Are you allowed a physical battle or not? Clearly not in this occasion, but then... Anyway, inconsistent, that's what I'll say. Calafiori is coming forward with it, out to Trossard. Puts the ball in the box, headed away by Mavpanos. Hooked away by Somerville. Zubimendi's got it on the halfway line now. I'm sensing Jared Bowen's quite high up the pitch at the minute. Paqueta seems to be quite right, and Bowen's quite high up. I think it's a real big 4-3-3 we're doing here. But Raya's gone long looking for Saka. Juve wins it and Potts flicks it on. It was a high ball and Marshall, bless him, was pretending he was maybe going to win the header. Zubimendi's got it. Out to Saka, who's gone back to Saliba, into Calafiori, back to Saliba. Zubimendi. Ball, Timber's got it again, and Juve, oh, for fuck's sake, it's a pen. Yeah, it's a stone wall. It's a stone wall. It's that fucking thing again between our left centre-back and our left-back. This pisses me off. If this twat here, this Scottish twat that chats nonsense can see it, then what's going on? It starts outside the box, but yeah, there's no complaints. It's a 100% pen. Yeah. He just panics. The foul starts outside the box, but finishes inside the box. It's a pen. He's just panicked. Juve is completely panicked. Saka's going to take it. Oh, Areola, please just save this. What did we get? 4 minutes of Marshall being on the pitch when it was a little bit exciting. Fuck's sake. Anyway, Saka's taking it. Please save it, Areola. Scored. Good pen. You're not saving that. The keeper's got no chance. 2-0 Arsenal. Game over. The reality is it's been one-way traffic pretty much the entire game. There's not really been much of a contest. It's 2-0 Arsenal now. It's just... I'm just pissed off that it's that position. DC saying, was it a pen? I'm hearing it wasn't. Oh, it's 100% pen to me. 100%. I don't know how you can suggest it's not a pen, personally. Like, he's practically getting a piggyback. He's all over him. It's practically a piggyback. Paul, it does... I know everyone's saying it goes a foul outside the box. It starts outside, but it finishes inside. Therefore, it's a pen. Anyway, we're doing nice play here. Somerville's got it. I know everyone's saying it's outside the box. I think I'm seeing something different, but to me, I thought it was quite clear that the foul continued in the box. So it's a 100% pen as far as I'm concerned. Paul, VAR looks at every goal. Every penalty, every red card, every goal, VAR looks at it. So they did look at it. But in my opinion, it was 100%. The foul continued into the box. Devastator, how can contact be outside the box? But they say it continued in the box. So they tell me if a player rolls into the box, it's a pen. No, because that's a player rolling into the box. The foul is in the box. Oh my God. We're just going to... everyone's going to have to agree to disagree now. Half the chat are saying it's a pen. Half are saying the foul's outside. I'm team it's a pen. It's nothing new. It happened earlier this season. Vince says it was outside box, end of. Well, it wasn't though, was it, Vince? In your opinion, it was outside the box. But you can't just say end of. That you're factual. It's okay. Everyone that thinks it's a pen is wrong because Vince says so. That's that. Burnley, Man U, that's it. At Old Trafford, if you have a look, if you're really arsed, have a look. Theirs is even worse. The one against Burnley. Burnley conceded a penalty in the very last minute against Man U. Anthony held, I don't know whose shirt it was, possibly Ahmad's, held onto his shirt outside the box, but he kept a hold of it, and Ahmad went into the box, and he still held it, and then he let it go. So it was a penalty because the foul continued into the box. It's been the rule for a few years now. Anyway, I'm not going to argue anymore. We're all just going to have to agree to disagree. Except Vince. He won't agree to disagree. Vince is right and no one else is allowed an opinion because it's end of. Anyway, long throw by Calafiori, headed away by Juve, hooked away by Somerville, which has happened quite a lot this game. Zubimendi with a bit of a wild kick, as he does well to keep it in though. Arsenal just building up from the back again here. Saka's got it now. I will agree with Greg's Creamy Baileys, which is it's windy outside end of. I will agree with that. ARSWHU, I only put a fiver on. It was 16-1 to score next. So I only put a fiver on. So I'm minus £5. Sad. Bimbo said I seem sad. I am sad. We're losing. I am sad. Although it's expected and I thought we'd lose 2-0. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I was maybe hoping for a bit more. I think it's the manner of the defeat. I was hoping for something, and I don't think we've had something. We've defended okay at best. The attack's been non-existent. No one's played fabulous. I think you can maybe make a case for Mavpanos or Kilman playing really well, but that's only because they've been clearing everything. So I'm a bit sad because I was hoping for a bit more from us today, to be honest with you. I always think I don't mind losing if the other team have had to play at their absolute best, and I'm not sure Arsenal have had to do that. I think Arsenal are maybe playing at 70% or something, but it's enough to be comfortably beating us, and I think that's why I'm sad. I think we could have made it more difficult for Arsenal today. Am I being harsh? What do you think? Let me know in the chat. You can let me know. If you think I'm being a bit too harsh, you can let me know, but I don't know. And I think I'm frustrated with the goals we've conceded. You know, Fernandes switching off. then Diouf giving away the penalty. But it's just the fact that Timber arrived in that position. Frustrating. Anyway, this game ain't going to dictate whether we get relegated or not. I'm pleased this game's over and done with in half an hour. It's gone. It's the next 4 games that are crucial. Regardless of what happened today, the next 4 games are crucial. Arsenal making a couple of subs. Nwaneri and Lewis Skelly coming on. Calafiori is one of the 2 going off. Right then, I just want to say thank you to Harry, Chippy T on me. Thank you, Harry. That's very kind of you. And Bailey saying, excellent watch long, end of. Thank you for the support, Baileys. I appreciate the support. You're very kind. You're very, very kind. When life is tough, sometimes this community is good. We've got a good security. Anyway, 15 minutes to go. I should just stress, while I'm perhaps sad, I'm not angry or anything like that. Sean said I missed a donation, did I? Oh, ARSWHU, yes, to make up for your bet. Thank you, ARSWHU. That's very kind of you. That's for getting carried away thinking Callum Marshall's going to come on and be a hero. Yeah, I will stress, while I feel a bit sad, I'm not angry, I'm not pissed off or anything like that. I'm just a little bit downbeat. Wan-Bissaka's got it at the minute on the right hand side. He's cutting in, he's giving it to Paqueta. Give it back to Wan-Bissaka. Back to Paqueta, out to Jared Bowen, who's running at Eze now. Ticks on Eze, pops the ball into the box, cleared by Zubimendi. Lee, thank you, says, hit the like button. Who are watching it, doesn't cost anything. I would appreciate that. If you can, if you're new, subscribe, drop a like on it. Arsenal are in gear comfortable at the minute. Do you know what I will say, right? What I will like? Pardon me. We haven't dropped our heads. At 1-0, we kept in there. And at 2-0, we're still looking like we've got a little bit of belief that we've got a little bit of effort. We haven't dropped our heads like we have done previous games this season. I will say that. The players haven't given up. You know, they're still trying. Like now, Somerville's just running at Gabriel. The players are still putting in effort to try and get us back into the game. I will say that, though. Anyway, Potts has got it. And also, taking Potts and Marshall on is positive. It's at the very worst, it's a good bit of experience for them as well. Paqueta's done a foul throw. Bloody hell, man. Come on. Right, ARSWHU says, Stiv asking important questions. Here we go. What's Stiv said? Oh, how is Di Canio 87, Mark Robson 90? I think it's... I don't really know, to be honest with you. I think it's... I don't know. I haven't played FIFA for a couple of years, so I couldn't really tell you how it works. Liam, it's not even our... Ow, piss, Lucas. Piss. Not you, Lucas. It is set up. I forgot to unlist it. Oh, no. I've done this with a watch-along where I forgot to publish it, so no one got a notification. And I've done the same again with the review. Do you know, I'm going mad today. I'm going mad. I'll tell you what else I forgot to do. It's nothing as... Well, arguably, it is as important. Right, let me get rid of that. Thank you, Lucas. It's published now. I forgot to do a video for YouTube today. Honestly, today, right, came to do the breakfast show with Gonzo at half nine. I sat down and I was like, hang on a minute. I've not done a video. I forgot to do a video for YouTube this morning. And now I've Forgot to publish the watch along. Forgot to publish the review. Oh, Jesus. Anyway. In the recycling bin. Hopefully I don't forget anything else for the rest of the day. And Kyle Walker-Peters has come on. Ralph saying he's done with Paqueta. I have to say, he's not played well. Katie's saying the same thing. Paqueta needs subbing off. I agree. He's not had a good game. I wouldn't have started him for this game. I wasn't happy with what I seen last week, and he's done nothing to convince me that he should have started today by what he's done. A hard game, I've got no doubt about it, but I don't know. I think when you play Arsenal like this, you've got to move the ball quick, and I'm not sure he does that. Carl Marshall trying to hold off Gabriel. Bless him. Come on, boys. Since the second goal, I appreciate there's an element of Arsenal sitting back. We are moving the ball about. Walker-Peters came on for Wan-Bissaka, Hasib, sorry. Which makes sense with Wan-Bissaka missing quite a lot of football, actually. He's been out for about a month or something, hasn't he? He did play the international break, so since the international break, he hasn't been back. He hasn't played, so it's been a little while. Timber sends a cross in, head away by Mavpanos. I think he's had a good game. I will say this, I'm sticking to it. I think Mavpanos had a really good game. I think he's defended a lot today. Graham, thank you for the £5 super chat. Arsenal won't have an easier game all season. Have they got a goalkeeper? Haven't seen them all afternoon. It's been straightforward for them. I can't disagree or lie or anything like that. Saka will take the corner. Oh, not more corners. 10 minutes to go. Saka whips this one in. No, he doesn't. A little bit of commotion in the box. John said the match is boring now. I think so. I think if you offered both managers to just blow the whistle now, I think they'd both take it. I think Nuno would say, yeah, that'll do, and Arteta would be happy to get out of there as well. Saka takes the corner, and in it comes. Finally, here we go. Oh my God, it's fallen to Marino, who's... It landed on the floor. So Saka took the corner. Everyone missed it. Paqueta got a touch, fell to Marino, who then took a shot, and it's gone out for another corner to Arsenal. I mean, that was a little bit iffy, that was. Martinelli whips it in, headed away by Mavpanos again. Who else? Martinelli reloads, fires it in again, headed away by Kilman this time. Bowen intercepts the pass, and it's a throw into Arsenal just inside their own half. $82 minutes on the clock here. 2-0 Arsenal. Comfortable for Arsenal. Walker-Peters has got it. Looks for Jared Bowen, and Lewis Skelly heads out for a throw-in. Arteta bitching as always. Bloke's never happy, is he? Saying that, I do prefer that until like a passive manager that just stands there with no emotion at all. I do prefer one that's a bit... And you must influence the game a little bit. Another throw in. I feel like this is the 10th time I've seen Lewis Kelly take a throw in the last 5 minutes. But here we go. He throws it. Mavpanos goes up with Gyökeres. Neither win it. And Walker Peters has to recover and does so well, and it's a free kick to Arsenal. Unsure who gave it away. It was Marpanos, Walker Peters that doubled up on Gyökeres. Good use of his body there from the Arsenal striker. Held the ball up well, won a free kick. I'm ready for full time, if I'm honest with you. Just call it quits at 2-0. Write it off. Get into the international break. Get his coaching staff in. Get some rockets lit up some of the arses of these players and get ready for the Brentford game. Martinelli whips this one in. Dangerous position for free kick. It goes front post and Marino headed it over the bar. I agree, Thomas. I agree. The true test will be Brentford. I completely agree. This game, I'm not really willing to judge Potter on, but the Brentford one, come on then, like what you got. Pierre, tempting fate, but we're defending corners. Apart from the last one, I think letting it drop in the box always makes me nervous, but we've been okay. We've certainly not been panicking. A nice little ball there to Fernandes, who's held it up and got a throw in. We've faced 20 shots and we've had 3. Rado, no, I won't be doing watch-alongs for non-West Ham games. I do have a plan. When I move house, if I move house, fingers crossed we move house soon. But I do have a plan to do more live videos because I'll have the ability to do it once I've got my own office. I'm restricted where the computer is because Grace sleeps over there. So she goes to bed. I'm not allowed to. I don't do work. Unless it's a West Ham match. That's the only time I'll overrule her. But once I move, I've got my own room. So I'll be doing more live videos. So I'll tell you what I've got planned later on. But hopefully before Christmas we move in. Anyway, Martinelli's got it. No, he does not. Marino has it. Who's giving it to Nwaneri, who's just running out of defence at the minute. Fernandes has come over and put the tackle in, but Nwaneri still has it. Into Gyökeres, Bowen battling away, gets in front of him and wins the ball and wins a free kick. Good play there by Jared Bowen. No. I've got 2, that's enough. I don't want another one. No, I don't have it in me. I'm too tired. Right, Ariola will take the free kick. Who is in? By the way, what's going on? Kilman and Marpanos are behind Ariola, who's taking a free kick. That's just a wild. Why would they not push up anyway? Walker Peters now hooks it forward. Marshall battles with it for Gabriel. It's dropped down. It's fallen to Marshall. He's still battling away, but Gabriel's won it. Looking for the run of Gyökeres, who keeps drifting. He's pulling to the left a lot, Gyökeres, in the last 10 minutes, and he's winning a lot of it as well. Handball. And it was. Thanks, ref. I'm glad my shout made a difference. "87 minutes gone. Coming up to full time. Can't imagine there being too much stoppage time added on, 4 or 5 minutes, something like that. Carpet saying Fernandes hasn't done anything since Forest. Yeah, I don't think he's been very good. He's been bang average. Chrissy saying no strikers might relegate us. It is a worry. It is a worry. You know, look at Wolves. They've got 2 good number 9s. You look at Brentford. Thiago looks an absolute beast. I'm a big fan of Thiago. I'm enjoying watching Thiago play. Kilman flicks on a long free kick and it's flicked away by Saliba, and it's a Corner to West Ham. Be nice to get a consolation goal, wouldn't it? 2-1 feels a bit better than 2-0. Paqueta will take it. Come on. It's not a bad delivery. He's been hooked away. Juve's got it. Somerville's got it. Out to Paqueta, who will whip this one in. Lofts it into the back post. Panos is there, but it's been cleared away by Arsenal. And Walker Peters picks it up and has to go backwards. He has to go backwards, and he does. Goes back to Areola. I was hoping we could score just to spice up the stoppage time. Do you know what I mean? Make it a little bit more excited. Michael started his 7-day trial. As a small business owner, the ups and downs are relentless. Well, I hope you enjoy it. There's a video going up tonight, which is not about football. I'll just warn you. The first video you're going to see won't have the... it's got nothing to do... It's got a little bit about West Ham, but not. It's about life. Martinelli's got it, puts it across. Juve clears it out at the back post. Lewis Skelly brings it down. But thank you for the support, Michael. Player ratings on Monday. You will have the player ratings on Monday. And you'll have Babbling Irons podcast at some point over the weekend as well. And Dookie saying asking for a goal when we're on a short on target might be unrealistic. Yeah, it'd be a bit of fun, right? Anyway, Arsenal free kick just inside their own half. Referee's telling them again. 7-minute stoppage. Oh, do we have to? Why not just stop now? Stop this. It's like when I got my dog put down. I just want to get it over and done with. Do you want a pet or not really? Just do it. Prolonging it. Marshall is battling, I'll give him that. He's lost out, but he was certainly getting stuck in. Saka's got it. I'm surprised he's still on the pitch, given the game's pretty much over. But anyway, Saka's got it here. Kilman comes forward and intercepts it, gives it to Somerville. Kilman's on the move. Bowen's on the move. Come on, we're on the break. Max Kilman bombing forward. Bowen picks it up, runs past Skelly, puts it in. Oh, they've cleared it out. I thought it was going to land for Kilman there. Zubimendi diving heads out for the corner. Come on, let's just get a goal. Let's make the last 5 minutes spicy. What do we want? A goal. When do we want it? Well, ideally about 70 minutes ago, but now we'll do. Paqueta with the corner. Come on. In it goes. Oh. Marshall at the back post headed it over. Marshall won a header against... Is that Saliba? Bloody hell, it is as well. Callum Marshall beat Saliba in the air for a header. Unlucky kid. Well done. Do you know something? Unlucky. It's a poor header, but he's beaten someone massive compared to him. Unlucky. Anyway, I appreciate him scraping the battle, but I don't really care. It's what you've got to do sometimes. Goal kick for Arsenal. Goes long. Potts wins it. Somerville brings it down. And he's fouled. Come on, quick. Get the ball back in play. Let's go. Arsenal have sort of got into the bit where they've given up a little bit. Like they've won the game. A little bit of complacency. Let's sucker punch them in 4 minutes and grab a goal. I want a cheer. Anyway, Somerville's got it at the minute. Arsenal, but not really arsed about trying to tackle him. Somerville gives it into Paqueta or Paqueta, depending on what song you want to sing. Somerville's got it. Oh, he's lost it. And Paqueta just chips away at Marino's heels, gives it to Gyökeres. He comes forward. Fernandez is chasing him. Tries to bring him down, but misses. And it's a bad ball by Gyökeres. It goes to Somerville. Goes it to Paqueta. Do not dive. No, he doesn't. He gives it to Potts, Walker-Peters, back to Paqueta. Three and a half minutes to go. Well, we're just coming to the end of the game. I just want to say thank you to you guys. Thank you very much for joining me. If you haven't done so already, if you wouldn't mind dropping a like on it before you disappear, I'd appreciate it. And also, you wouldn't mind just sticking around for another 15 minutes, I'd also appreciate that. I'll be live with my review as quick as I can after the full-time whistle, just to chat about the game. It's not going to be a long video. There's not that much happened, to be honest with you. Arsenal are just going through the motions, waiting for full time. Paqueta's just fouled Lewis Skelly, but the referee's played advantage. Just playing around at the back at the minute. Just a couple of minutes to go. Marshall waving everyone forward to try and just press. They've done well there, Arsenal, though. They worked the ball well. Marino's picked up in a nice bit of space. Looking for the run. Good ball. Mavpanos. Do you know something? I'm going to say this. I think Mavpanos is great. I think he's been... Do you know something? Mavpanos has been brilliant today. I will go as far as saying Mavpanos has been brilliant. I don't think he's done anything wrong. I think he's done a lot of defensive work. Let's have a little look and see if we can see. I mean, looking at that way, the thing, he's on a rating of 7, which indicates... he's had a decent game at least. Let's have a little look and see what his numbers are. 19 defensive contributions Mavpanos has done today. 2 blocks, 15 clearances, 8 headed clearances, 2 interceptions, 4 recoveries. He's done well. He's had a good game. A bit of love for Mavpanos in live chat. That's good. Ribs is giving him some love. Paul's giving him some love. Potato Salad is as well. Ben saying it's worth starting Marshall against Brentford. Can't do any worse than Fulkirk. I'll be live tomorrow. Another positive. Brian's also giving him a little bit of love. Everyone's giving Mav a bit of a cuddle, which is good. Real Deal saying when he's good, he's good. Yeah, I think so. I think what I will say tomorrow, if you're kicking around at 10 a.m. tomorrow, if you wouldn't mind joining me and getting your comments into the live chat, I'd appreciate it. We get your comments up on the screen for that half hour. See what the subscribers think of the game. Just 30 seconds to go. Cleared out by Mavpanos. They're just passing around in the corner at the minute, Arsenal, and Callum Marshall, bless him. He's won it, actually. I was ready to say he's running between the three of them. He's actually picked the ball up and won us a free kick. Do you know something? Well done, Callum Marshall. He's come on and played with a little bit of spirit, a little bit of heart. That's it. Full time at Emirates has finished. Arsenal 2, West Ham 0. Tad disappointing, although expected. I'm not going to pretend that I'm not a little bit disheartened about the lack of something. I was hoping for something from us. We didn't get battered. We didn't let our heads drop. But I don't know. We didn't lay a glove on Arsenal. I think that's why I'm disappointed. I always think carry a threat. No matter who you're playing, bring something onto the pitch that gives you a chance. And I don't think we did that part. And I think that's why I'm maybe a little bit disappointed. But I'm certainly not angry or anything like that. International breaks here. It's all about the game against Brentford. We need to turn up for that one. I just want to say a massive thank you again. Please do not go anywhere. If you can stick around and join me for the match review, I would appreciate that a lot. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in a couple of minutes.